Hello? I think my mouse is like halfly buggy-ish. I'm trying to like make sure this thing is not like buggy with me right now. Unless I accidentally popped in the cord all wrong or something. Also, Madre, I don't I'm gonna what if like there's a day I stream like 8 in the morning in my time zone? Are you gonna like stay up to the point where you're gonna like ruin your sleep schedule? It's 3 a.m. out there for you. I don't want you to like Madre. You, I don't want you. Your health and sleep scheduling is way more important than anything else. Am I that worth it? That's not. I don't like the VODs are here. I don't want you to like go over that far for me. If anything else, I'm trying to like somewhat. Like I know you say I'm not like a parent or anything. I'm like anything. If anything, take care of yourselves first before towards me. Cause shit, like it's cool if you miss. I can talk to myself. I entertain myself since I was like a young baby with like my own stuff. I can pretend an audience. And we like for a year. You're not the only one. I know like 1,000 other people like this. So I'm just like, yeah, boy. But hi, it's March now for me. It's technically it's March. Happy March! It's Women's Month, so maybe Black History Month may be over. Or that's Grandma Kid. That's not me being a grandma. That's just me being concerned. You know how many friends I have who have less hours of sleep, and I'm like, God damn it! This ain't me, a grandma. I just take health very sleep and serious, or I take my sleep I take sleep seriously. Shut up. Anyway, hi. It's been a while. Uh, my laptop, I think it's been working well. My mouse is not, you know, buggy. So we are doing fantastic. It's March. This shut up. No, I was saying shut up to me. Well, no, that wasn't towards. No, that shut up was towards me this time. Trust me, if I ever do, then you'll know. But that was just towards me because I was like talking so much and I didn't know what the hell to like segue into sentence. So I'm like, damn it. Oh my god. Alright, let me get the music thing on. Also, hi. Yes, it's Women's Month. Black History Month is over, but it's not over yet. It's just Melon March, which I'm now dubbing it's Melon March. In that proxy. So, I want to draw some characters, essentially. Black History Month ain't over yet. We're gonna get through more. It's Melon March, baby! Yeah, it's Women's Month, so support your fellow women's and things, and anyone who identifies in the female category and things like that. Give them respect, please, and show them that you care. And all that good jazz. So I'm gonna call my nana and let her know. I don't know. She might not pick up. She's probably like still asleep or doing work. But yeah, hi everyone. Hi Madre. Also, that sucks. Have you seen any differences nowadays? Differences? Have I seen any? Wait, have I seen the difference, or have I seen any? No. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, where's my pen? Hold on. Wait, what do you mean? My name is actually pronounceable. I thought I was pronouncing it right. Was I not? Was I not pronouncing it before? I thought I was. Oh shoot, my tablet's got cords. Is it not Madre? Unless I'm misremembering, but I thought I was pronouncing it right. You said Madre all the time. Oh, because I shortened it. It was hard to. I could. Oh no, I can pronounce the whole thing. I have like a tendency whenever when in chats, I always like say like their shortened versions. Easier for me on my end, because who's gonna say like that's like me going up to like my who has the longest name in the world right now currently, and just saying every repeat. I just like it. They're like nicknames in the internet. People don't mind with them. Also, that's your account got like you go and have your other account. Oh man, there goes your 40 streak. Damn. Oh, rips. Is it a volcano's name in Iceland? Longest name? No. Name as like person's name, like a person's, not like landmarks. And by that, there's like another place that has that, but no. It's a different. It's like a different. Why is this so small all the time? There's like an actual person's name. I just can't remember it, but it is like a super long name. Before your stream streak is what I call pre-final. Well, I mean, ripperonis to that. Ripperonis to that. I mean, don't worry. I mean, with how determined you are to be on my streams at any point, then at this point, you'll be fine. But okay, is this the right brush size? No, it's not. But yeah, a lot of stuff happened within the span of like the last time I streamed. Also, sorry for not having the final birthday streams. Apologies for that. I was legit way too tired to do any of it on the Friday for the karaoke and for like I think the Minecrafting. So the Minecraft will be I think this week. I was a little I was very tired from that day and I came back from work and I had the energy. I was like, all right, I have it prepared. I was literally prepared to do the thing and sit down. But for one, my laptop actually stopped. Storage problem for that. So I had to like wait a bit. And then two, I had to the next day go out again. And top of that, a job interview. So yeah, it was not. Yeah. So don't worry. I mean, the karaoke will happen when I do hit the 500, but the reaction thing is like an all the time thing. I don't know. But thank you to everyone who came by in this entire. At least if I didn't make the entire week, thank you all for coming to like the birthday week. That was like the most. I'm tired. That was fun though, but I'm tired. But yeah, that was enjoyable. Still, I enjoyed it. And yeah, afterwards we would try to do the skating. The place closed way too late. We try to do it the next day on the Saturday at the end of February, and it turns out it opens way later. And so I'm sitting here like, who opens a skate rink at 6 to 9? Like, why are you holding hostage? It should be open freely. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being cynical, but I don't think you should hold a skating rink for like 3 hours. And it was closed on like, why close on a Tuesday? That's so oddly specific. Why a Tuesday? I don't know. But we still had a good birthday. My mom and I went to our Dave & Buster's. We got 3,000 tickets now in our collection. So we went over there and we tried to get the prizes. It turns out the thing I was trying to aim for is 78. It was not that before. It was 78 now. And so I'm sitting here like, shit, I can't get that. Like, when I was telling my mom, like, people spend fake money to get the crazy things. And why the hell there was some pair of underwears for like for boys that were like 1,000 tickets. 1,000 tickets for underwear. Why? 500 tickets for a blind bag. Like, 250 for like the jumbo candy bars. What jumbo candy bar was it? I don't know, but it was like a jumbo candy bar, and like it was like a doubling price, like almost. It was like there's like some fluctuation. They're scamming the kids of the tickets. I thought man, no matter what, I thought the freaking gambling casinos scam out the people, but God no! It starts up in Dave & Buster's. It starts with chitlins. Like, my God. Oh, but I don't. Thankfully, I don't spend like all of it immediately. So I will get that plushie, and I will have it. By God, so help me. And also, yeah, Smiling Friends also ended, which kind of sucks. I mean, I respect the creators' obvious decision for it, because they explained that they were burnt out And obviously, yeah, burnout's a bitch. No one likes that, and no, and everything. But with how far they've completed everything and all that had to offer, it was still such a golden age for the timing of the the TV, the series. They said they have like 2 more episodes left, but that's it. So yeah, I had to like ask my friend just in case if she was all right because I know she's heavy into Smiling Friends, and so my mic kind of almost fell. I asked my friend if she was all right, and she was like, "Yeah, no worries. I respect their decisions and everything, and so it was everything fine." And so I was like, "Wow, you know what? I'm happy you responded with this. I thought you was going to unironically scream text to everyone," and she was like, "No." It's a nice smile. The timing is something outside. I mean, they said they have been renewed for another season 4 or 5. So if and when they do inevitably come back for it, then I 100% feel they'll have the chance to have it. That they have it in the bag. They just need more ideas. But I think it's people are putting their tinfoil hats on right now because they're thinking because of the because of Smiling Friends being canceled, it's because of the merger that Warner Brothers happening right now with I think every other company. So merging Nick and Adult Swim and I think what was it else? Boomerang or Warner Brothers or PBS and everything. So yeah, a lot. Also almost 90 followers. Congrats. Yeah. Oh yeah. I have not been. I'm not checking my followers for like because I don't want to be like that stingy. But thank you for somehow getting me to almost 90. That's kind of cool, actually. Pretty epic. I was not expecting 90 people to watch me, or if anything else. So yay, that makes me happy. Yeah, if anything. But they said if hopefully if Smiling Friend does come back, I hope it does come back with like new ideas or when the people do return. Not obviously because they knew Adult Swim they knew they had like a gold mine of this series. So I just wish the creators, Michael and Zach, their regards of everything. What else on TV? Oh yeah, speaking of shows, Kappa Mikey is 20 fucking years old. I'm surprised no one has ever heard of it. So I'm happy that it's like got a surge. Oh, what's the conspiracy? Oh, it's because of the merger happening, a possible merger. It has not been confirmed, but a merging of a companies. And so it's a joke, but they theorize since because of the merger, they pulled the show from being part of the merger thing. And that's just like what the people say. I don't think so, but I don't know. A lot of conspiracy theories have been like weirdly been confirmed as of late, so this could be just one of those that just been yeah. But yeah, Captain Mikey's 20 years old, and I'm so happy. Captain Mikey's one of those shows that no one ever hears about. No, are you saying merger or the other M word? What other M? They're merging. It's merging all the different businesses. I don't know what other manger? Like what the baby Jesus slept in? I'm saying merger, I guess. Just merging them all. But yeah, Captain Mikey's now 20 years old and I'm so happy. I'm pretty sure you can't say the word murder. I don't think it's underneath. Also, I mean, in the context, it could technically just be that with how everything is going to be now soon all together. So, who knows? It could be both. But yeah, I was seeing a trending. I was like, oh my god, people actually remember this show? And then I was like, oh my god, people actually remember this show? And then I end up watching the full seasons are like free on YouTube right now. Like all 2 seasons. And so I end up watching, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. I completely forgot how much I remember late night Nicktoon watching. Yeah. If no one knows what Kappa Mikey is, it's a Nicktoon show. It came out like in the early 2000s, I think. It's basically people today think, oh, how the East or how Asian culture and especially Japanese culture really like the American culture. Well, this was like the first ever of Western folks loving Asian Japanese culture like a lot. And so it follows like a series of Kappa Mikey, or his name's Mikey Simon, not Kappa. His name Mikey who is an actor from America and wants to be a said actor. And so he wins a ticket, flying out all the way to Tokyo in Japan, and ends up becoming a star of the TV show Lily Moo. And what I love I love the show is how they have, it's obviously, you can clearly tell culturally it's different because all the characters from, well, obviously in Tokyo, Japan, have the obvious style of, you know, anime-esque things. So they all look like they are from anime in terms of, there's like 1,000 anime references. And then Mikey is just the only American, so he's drawn in like traditional West animation. And so it follows, I binged it all like in a sitting. It's 10 hours of, I think, season 1, and then I think 10-ish or 9 hours in season 2, but I was able to binge them all. And so Kappa Mikey, it's Kappamikey, and it has like the most like it has followed the characters of, who was it? So Mikey Simon's like the only, like, he's the hero, but he's like, he came out of college or high school, I can't remember, but he is just old enough to, you know, he's like, he's in that realm of being like an asshole, but he's not a full asshole, but he's just the cusp of being an asshole. And then you have Guano, who's like the Pikachu, and then you have Lily, who's supposed to be like the damsel in distress in the show, in their in-studio universe show, but outside she is a total bitch. You have Misuki, who's like the tough one in the show, and then on the outside she's like the super sweet person. And then you have Donard, who is supposed to be like the mastermind villain for the Lily Moose universe show, but on the outside he's just a complete softy, dumbass, idiot guy, I guess. And so if you know, so this is it heavily relies on like Japanese culture at the time. So take it with a grain of salt, because this is a very weird time of like things trying to be developed and everything. So all that. Oh wait, I forgot my points are starting something on your niche. Oh wait, did your points reset? Oh man, Rose. Well, I mean, you can always save them back again. I mean, you can always save regardless. What else happened? Oh yeah, Pokemon. Fucking okay. So I'm not a Pokemon fan, and I never would ever play the game. But I'm seeing a high rise of Pokemon art for the new gen, and I have to say, oh my god, I really love the new gen Pokemon, like, a lot. Like, so much. I love them all. They have some weird, like, nostalgical... And the thing is, I'm not the only one thinking it. There's so much fan art within this category for every single one. Like, it's the green bird, it's the spicy little puppy Pomeranian, and then you have, like, the gecko, who just looks like an LPS. And I'm not joking, it is just an LPS. Like, you can fight me on that. That just looks like a model straight up. They are cute. There has been so much fan art. I don't think I've seen that many fan art for, like, I think the previous gen. So this is like a first for me. And so everyone that I know is like, please, Pokemon, do not make the dog stand on its hind legs. Just keep it on the ground as on all fours, please. And so just leave it as like a dog. Just leave it as a dog. And so I'm like, oh man, they really just want like a normal dog, huh? And I'm like, it makes sense. It's really, a lot of the gens they get to bipedal immediately. Or if anything, they're just like, oh man, I cannot, like, just make them just like be normal dogs. Don't make them like stand up, please. Keep the dog fluffy soft. No. If they do, make it fluffy, but over the course, it just slowly grows like a lion's mane. And like, it to the point where it's just a giant Saint Bernard. Like a giant flaming Saint Bernard type of dog or something like that. Like, no eyes, full, like a flame kind of like fluff exterior, tail, everything. And have it be kept like in the barrel in the front. It could be like some sort of like, not explosion barrel, but like some sort of a barrel-y, I don't know. But a Saint Bernard kind of. The fluff. Yeah. It's like that. I mean, I don't know nothing about Pokemon. I love the green Angry Bird one so much. It just looks like an Angry Bird no matter what. I'm just waiting for it when it does evolve. Or if it does, I don't know what next phase, the leaves just get a slight bigger to the point where it's 75% bird. Or no, 75% leafy eyebrows and 25% bird. You're gonna hit people with those immediately. If anything else. And I love the gecko one. The gecko's it's ironically cute. It's like, it's super cute. Right from the Angry Bird. Look, I mean, if they could, it'll be underneath, it'll be hard to, because of copyright. But God, I really wish. But they look really good. I have never seen this many fan art between these Pokemons before in my life. So I hope the people are, I mean, what's the use? They're gonna be inevitably become bipedal. I mean, it's like a tradition at this point. Almost half the has there actually been a fire starter who just stood like a fire starter and who was on all fours and then just still continuously just been like a quadped? Like, continuously. Like, no evolution, no thing, I don't know. Shiny version, though. What would the shiny version even be? What would the shiny versions of them be? Because are they just, like, I don't know, like, a slight different hue? Or something? I don't know. But yeah, if I ever... Now, like I said, I will never play Pokemon, but I will 100%... I'm a ride or die for the little Pomeranian. That will be my starter. That will be my favorite green bird. Oh, no. I saw so many bird edits of that, actually. No, wait. For one, there was like so many edits of like the freaking bird looking like red and like oh hey Coffee, we're just talking about the Pokemon and the bird looking like the dehydrated like fluff. I saw one of it just immediately yelling at like, you know, the image of like the bird yelling at like the toy of red. I saw someone do like a rotoscoping of that. I was like, oh my god, yes. I was like, yes, I love it so much. And I'm just like, man. And I saw like a post that had like, man, I can't believe one of these Pokemon is from Littlest Pet Shop. And you can immediately see how it just blends in with like the stock image of the Littlest Pet Shop. And I'm sitting here like, oh my god, it kind of does. And ironically, it just does. So I'm excited. So I'm gonna be watching so many people play it and things like that. I'm ecstatic. Speaking of games, I think I went down like, I'm not in the, how are you guys doing? I'm good. Had a good birthday week. Now we're just doing some drawings. So we're gonna do a bunch of drawings. This is a side thing. You won't see like anything outside of this. So in the future, maybe. I have no idea. Hopefully. But I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well, Coffee. But yeah, I've been going down like I was watching a stream yesterday, and I have like a favorite of character tropes and types. I fuck heavy with small characters with big weapons, or just a character with like a giant weapon. But if it's like a small character, like a big weapon, I am cool with it. Anxiety as I calm down my shenanigans. Coffee, breathe yourself. Calm yourself. Do not stressing. You'll be fine. Just breathe. But take care of yourself. But I they were playing Zenless Zero, and I never in my life ever played Zenless Zeros because, well, you know, I don't have the game. But I they're playing some characters, and they brought me so many characters who had like a small like figure, but they have like a giant weapon, and I love that in the design so much. I don't know why it hits like big hammers and big axes are like my go-to weapons, as well as just someone with like a very like, if they're like small or like a small character with like a giant weapon, they hit hard. I don't know. No, I think it's that I be like, no, there's a reason why. I think I love them because they're the characters. So you might think they're like small in stature and you might think they're not that powerful, but man, you will see the power they have on top of them immediately because they can wreck you. I don't know the name of the character. She was like a bunny with like bunny feel, and she had like a giant like, was it a battle axe or something? Anyway, it looks really cool, and that might be the closest thing to almost make me play Zenless Zero. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just say that I got stirred coffee in a local Baron's Manor. Ooh, I never. Ooh, was the coffee good? Still, I'm not gonna be a fan. The only coffee I'll ever have is the Irish coffee, so if there somehow is a coffee for me, I just gonna need to dunk that sucker like 1,000 types of sugar. It looks like a tour of the manor. A whole 3 building large mansion. Ooh, dream mansion. Man, that house must smell glorious when it came to the coffee. In the 13th century. Ooh, I like that. That is fancy. I still need to. I already told the story of how I can't handle like coffee much. The only coffee I can handle was just the Irish wooden. And anything, that's it. The coffee was out, but the tableware could send me generational depth. Ooh, was it like heavy design, detailed, and everything on it on the table? So that's like a very fancy. Also reminds me of a mansion I went to with some other kids. It was like a magic show mansion, something like that. $300 per cup. God dang. Is that really worth it? Is it really worth it? Sometimes maybe, yeah. Sometimes yeah, but that sounds worth it. Oh yeah, I forgot. The Extremely Goofy movie is also old too. I almost forgot to mention. I saw it trending everywhere. I almost forgot to mention that. I'm not even talking about silverware, like plate, silver, and tablecloth. That is expensive. Oh jeez. That is very expensive. Jiminy Christ. God, I felt my wallet just immediately like in shambles from that information. Okay, we're gonna merge these so I don't end up like accidentally. Yeah, 3 a.m. slowly affecting on me. Oh man, really? I wonder why. So that's historical cup from the past nobility, and I drink from one. Well, good for you. You know what you have. You know what you have. You have bragging rights. Now you can like tell all your friends and like other strangers like, little did you know, I drank some very delicious coffee, and it was totally worth it. That was worth like almost 300 each. If I got the link to Discord, I sent a pic of it. Don't worry, the Discord will be made. I'm gonna figure out how to make a Discord. I promise the server will soon happen. I'm just very in the works of it. We don't have the Discord yet. I know. It's just in the works. It's just taking a because I don't know. I have like there's like 1,000 things at the moment that's like kind of like in the way, so it'll be a bit. It will be a bit. So yeah. I have no idea when it will be announced or if anything, but yeah, we'll soon have like the Discord. Soon. Yeah. Oh yeah, the movie for Sonic 4 is being recording right now. You're just sending like a slight emotes when I'm depending. No, that's real. That's such a real thing. Well, sometimes I like emote in a way. When I'm like reading the reaction, I'm just like, oh my god, okay. But I think it's funny how like we'll send like Raffle, I'm rolling on the floor, LOL, and yet we have like the most dead expression on our face because we're just like LOLs, laughing out loud. For reals. Whatever. Well, that's still cool. It is real. It is real, coffee. It is real. You're living in you've experienced it. It's such a real thing. It ain't a dream. It's all. It ain't. It's just not fantasy. But yeah, they're recording right now. Oh, as of this of March. What is it? March 2nd. They're recording the Sonic 4 stuff for Sonic 4. So from here to like think May, maybe they're in the midst of now recording and getting the shoots for it. So I am excited for it. I don't know. I hope it's gonna be good. Well, no, it's gonna be good. They revealed a VA for her. It's Kristen Bell. I think that's how I pronounce her name. Christine Bell? I think. From Frozen. Aunt Anna. Okay, giving us a tour, and like, one portrait is worth more than my entire house. God damn. God damn. I mean, that is still expensive, but still, Jiminy Christmas. Sickness. Everyone's getting sick! Oh my god! Everyone's getting sick! Okay, so I'm not the only one noticing this weird pattern. Everyone I've known is getting like super sick. I've seen streamers and I'm seeing like my friends and I'm like, they're just like, oh man, this I'm getting like under the weather right now. I'm sitting here like, what happened? How is this possible? I think it's because of the weather. It's like affecting everyone because we had like an extreme. Has anyone noticed we had like an extreme weather change? It was depending on where you are, but I'm gonna talk about in my like the U.S. for now. But it has been like, it was been super cold, and then it got extremely hot, and then it got super cold, and now right now, yesterday it was cloudy. It wasn't even gonna rain. It was just like no sky or no sun. It was barely windy. It felt not stagnant, but it felt stagnant. And so, like, I'm wondering like what the heck's going on and why everyone's getting like sick. I think it's because the extreme weather mood. It like shift. February has been like weird with the weather, and so I'm not the only one noticing it. Because it was super rainy in February, and then by that, and the next day, my friend or coworker got sick and couldn't help with another event that I was doing at my job. And so it was just like, it was super cold and like windy, and it was like super bright, and then it was like not even, it was barely even like heat, like at all. Like you feel the sun, but it wasn't heat sun. It was just the normal kind. And so this weather has been just whack. And so a lot of, because the body is not like, I don't think handling the weathering so far. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Every weather change has been like so awkward. Like, it was rainy, and then it was sunny, and then it was sunny, but you barely feel the sun, and it's cloudy. Like, it's not even like a cloudy, it was like hazy at best. And so I'm just like, what is happening? What is happening? I don't know. And like because of that, all of my friends are under the weather or like are catching something. And so I'm sitting there like, Jesus Christ, what's going on here? But I'm not the only one who was like aware. I thought I was going crazy. But yeah, now that's yeah. Yeah, it was on like a loop and repeat or something. For why and what purpose, I have no idea. But it was. So everyone, like, bundle the frick up when I tell you. Like, everyone bundled up. Take care of yourselves. And just check your weather app. I mean, sometimes it's not gonna be accurate. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably not gonna be. But still, this is really not, like, yeah. Also, I finally posted on the Ko-fi the actual screenshots for the freaking the concept art for the new version of the streams. I finally was able to post it on the Ko-fi account. But I had 2 games so constantly quiz care cost. Then I was like, oh no. It's probably expensive. Yeah, it's official, but obviously they're underneath the wall, so you won't see them in the future. But I finally have them posted. Ko-fi has like a very limited word count of like 700 to 800, so it was really hard for me to describe everything up at that point. But I didn't want to do like multiple posts of just the images, so I'm a tad bit, yeah. So look like a cheat. Yeah, they made it so. Yeah, it sounds so expensive. My wall would be crying if I hear like the cost of the freaking the carriage. Oh my god. How much would a carriage cost? 5K ish. Yeah, that could almost fund like that barely coach like a college a scholarship, if anything. That barely would cover like a scholarship, if anything. That sucks. Like I barely know. There's people who make way more money and they barely can afford that. So that sucks. This is why I would rather just live normal and just be happy with like what money I do have instead of, you know, me that much. So art-wise, I've been doing a lot better. Ooh, nice. You're changing up your sketching stick. Hey, let's go. As long as you find like a good style that works with you, and you know how you want to incorporate it, that's all. The point of art is to change. You're not here to stick the same way. You're supposed to learn and evolve and learn new skills from other artists and study a lot of art studies. That's like that's very most important if anything else. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Where's the brush? There we go. Also, there's like a new trend happening right now on my Twitter. At the moment, all my friends are doing it. I can't do it because yeah, I can't sing. It's called Singing March, which is basically everyone is just singing a small snippet every I think every day or so for the entirety of the month. So the entirety of the month. I don't know if it's only on a Twitter thing, but I'm pretty sure everyone's doing it on like their other social platforms as well. So yeah, if you see anyone like singing some cool snippet songs, like shout the frick out them and tell them, damn, they're really doing fire. What are they singing? It's one of those day challenges. It's one of those it's like one of those like challenges where you try and sing oh, it's anything. It's just any song. You know how like in artist challenge they'll do like draw this for every day. Draw freaking, I don't know. Draw your character at the beach or at the school. Like every, you know, Inktober or yeah, Inktober, where they have like every day they draw something but just in ink. This is just everyone just singing something pertaining to like a theming of it. And so everyone's just doing every singing up on the trend. Honestly, go forth. It's open to everyone. So you can do it. People are now people are like, oh man, I'm late to this. Like, no, it's like the second. You're not that late. It's you still have like a lot to go through. You'll be fine. So I'm just I'm now in my phase where I'm like reposting and like commenting on all my friends' posts like on their things like, yeah, that's my Oshis. Pop off singing so well. Your beautiful vocal cords and everything, like pop up singing. I still sleep. Aw, rest well, Coffee. Thanks for stopping by and going and telling how your day was. And calm yourself, your anxieties. You'll be fine. It sounds like you had like a great day, regardless. But yeah, everyone's just singing. I was debating to do it, but I don't. Yeah, I don't ever really sing, and yeah, so I'm just going to be like the cheerleader supporting my friends and just being like, you know what, your singing is awesome. I'm like what's his face? Simon Cowell from Americans The Voice? No. American Idol. It's already March, my god. Oh yeah, it is March. It is crazy March. Crazy March. The month, I mean, 28 days. I told you, I think. It was gonna go by fast. Because it's February. We don't have leap year. The next leap year is until the 28th. So 2 more years left. Yeah, I have like a fun my this is a childhood thing. When American Idol was like super popular, when I was growing up, I was in Arizona, and so my mom would always watch American Idol. And so whenever I'm at my grandma's house, she would always watch also American Idol. And so me and my friends would always play like every after school, like the Americanized version or like our version of American Idol. And so we was watching so many parody videos and the clippage that we decided to make ourselves just, you know, we got our friends, whoever would to join us, and then we made like our own thing. There was no obviously stakes, and it was just something stupid. We were doing stupid. And so we was like, one of us has to be like the silly crazy. One of us has to be like the scary one. One of us has to be Simon Cowell. We didn't know what archetype Cowell was, but we just put one of us had to be Simon Cowell. It was just very funny. Also want to talk Punch the Monkey. I see in the few social media. Oh my gosh, this Punch the Monkey. I have no knowledge of where the heck this creature came from. It's now just exploded on my timeline. Like, I don't mind the monkey, but what's going on right now, there's selective, people are now realizing there's a selectiveness when it comes to caring about, like, an animal over a human being. And I'm just now realizing that, like, yeah, that is 100, I feel like that's some of y'all is selectively, like, choosing something over others. I mean, don't get the wrong idea. I like the monkey, it's fine. But y'all fully are aware that it is part of the system of how the hierarchy of the monkeys work. I'm seeing people make like a Spotify, like I think it'd be like Google search the name, you like does something on like Google or whatever. I have no idea. But like it's just a baby. It's going to learn to grow. Like you're fully aware it's not like hello? I'm like I was just like visibly I was just confused. I'm sitting here like, it's just a monkey. It's supposed to do the thing. You're treating it as if it's like a poor unfortunate soul. It's like a documentary I see it. I swear, honestly. And people are like, oh my god, poor baby. Like there's a lot of animal loving so far. We had like the seals. January. I think Punch is no, Seals was February, and this month's animal theme is just the monkey, I guess. So, yeah, the fan art is fine. I've seen the fan art, so they do look kind of interesting. I'll give it that. I'm just like, damn, that's really crazy. That's really crazy. But I think people are taking a little overboard, knowing the fact that, oh man, IKEA, you should really sponsor this and help the monkey or something. I'm like, you're fully look, sympathy for an animal is fine, but are y'all fully aware that that's how animals normally are? And sometimes, like, have you not seen any David documents when it comes to like the animal world? They're literally all kind of in the same situation. But I don't know. This is me just being an animal fanatic person so much, I guess. But yeah, with the singing march, everyone's just been now singing like different songs and covers and everything. So I'm just gonna go like constantly on my whim and just spam support love to everyone and be like, yeah, that's my Oshi. That's my Oshi. They're popping off. They're doing all my songs and everything. Pop off. And they're just everything. So I want to check it out. Oh, go for it. It's free to look at it, literally anyone. You just have to use like the hashtag and just be aware of like the platform it's on. So you can go forth with it, if anything else. Oh shoot, that's the wrong thing. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, with the Sonic Now movie now getting the recording, and with the voice for Amy being Christina Bell, I'm kind of excited. I don't know how they're gonna. I wonder how they're gonna top this off. But I'm honestly excited. Sonic 4. They just released two things. They've already released who the voice for Amy is, which is Christina Bell, who is the voice for Anna in Frozen. Her most notable role. I think she's a character from Recreation Park or something. But yeah, she's the voice for her. And then they're as of March, they're now recording, and they're gonna be finishing it by May at best. So we'll see it next year, and at least a trailer and a lot of other things on top of it. We're having now the teasers are for Digital Circus is coming. So we have like, it's already March, the teaser coming in, so we have like 19 days until the actual episode drops down. So I'm excited for that. For what? I have no idea. But I know for a fact it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. But for now. Yeah. Oh yeah. I wonder how they're gonna carry off with this one. Considering it really broke the fandom in two in that point. Speaking of, okay. I know it's been done and over and done, but it is kind of stupid for some reason how people are upset how the creator of the show is making Jax and Pomni the main characters. And they're upset with like, oh man, I can't believe they're the main characters. That sucks. Like, it's their show. They can literally do whatever they want. Like, why are you being that negative about it? Oh, I think I don't want to do this here. I realize I don't want to. Oops, that's the wrong thing. It's like, it's their show. Why are you like dictating on who's the main character, who's not the main character? And I'm pretty sure if you've seen any of the promotionals, you are fully aware that has anyone never known a character has like a favoritism over another or something? Like, hello? Yeah, it is like silly. 'Cause fun fact, many authors and shows do have favorite characters. They may have a main character, but not all the time it is their favorite character. For the biggest examples that the creator for My Hero Academia, Deku's the main character. I think he likes Bakugo way more in terms of characters and things. Like, everyone has like a favorite character, and then everyone has like an actual favorite. Like, they have the main character, and they'll have like an actual favorite character. Does not mean they don't love them not all the same. They have clear favoritisms. And it's their own story. If you're that upset, why don't you write your own fanfic? Just make your own fanfic. You can do that. I mean, you are upsetting about someone else's creativeness. Do that. Or something. Shoot, I don't know. My god. I feel like being a Danganronpa when the final comes. Oh my god, this Danganronpa. Dude, Danganronpa has like slowly surged up again because of the execution for Kyoko. I'm not gonna say anything else just in case everyone does not know about it. I'm gonna give like a very low surface context because I don't want to spoil what happens or why that occurs. But I'm just very funny just seeing like the crossover of Kyoko, the execution, and the thick of it, Thomas the Tank Edition version, just all being together. I'm like, how do people come up with this? How are y'all smart about this? Like, what caused y'all to form these? And it just is very funny for me, noticing that. Yeah, it came back again. And the thing is, oh, hi, Auntie! Hi, Auntie! Hope you're well. Hi, Auntie! We're just talking about, like, the memes. And by that, the thick of it, Kyoko execution Mimi. How are you today? Or night. Or time zone, depending where you are. Gotcha. Ooh, noise. Well, welcome to the early morning stream or night stream, depending on where you are in the world. There's a high chance I might legit do another stream tomorrow. I don't know. I was gonna do something, but depending on timing, there's like a 50-50 shot. If not, then we'll just do like the next day, or I guess on the next thing. But it's morning for me. It's super early for Madre, and by that, it's now gonna be 4 o'clock soon. Oh my gosh. But yeah, the thing is, it's very funny how people depicted the reverse when Makoto got executed. They called it the AI. They was like, oh man, the AI boy is getting the. And then they put like an AI thing over the Danganronpa thing, and you this AI boy. And I'm sitting here like, AI boy, AI boy. I have you know that is the prime protagonist. How dare you call him the AI boy? How dare you call him the AI boy? I dare say. How dare you make fun of him? It is a 50-50 because I'm trying to keep on the schedule for like what work and things to do. So that's why I said 50-50. It might spur randomly. So that's why I said I have no idea if I will. I'm like, this is coming from like an old Danganronpa fan, if anything. So I'm just like, damn. They don't know, man. They don't know. And I'm not going to say what happens because I don't want to spoil. Because I don't want to spoil like what happens legit in the game if no one knows. So I'm just like... Oh, congrats on your 5 stream streak. Nice. Nice. We are... Yeah, I like the stream streak method. It's kind of nice. If you don't want to like... If you can't sub to get the extra points, like just staying on like a stream, it gives like extra points like a head on, and you have like a bragging right to be like, heh, who has a longer streak? Heh, heh. I wonder if since these I feel like there's someone out there who has like, who did reach like 100 somewhere once these were like implemented, and that better be. The question is how and who has like the 100 stream streak, because that would be insane. To have that. That's insane. Where's the... There we go. We're just gonna get rid of these. I mean, I see like saying streams one time. Yeah, so it is possible. People can have them. It is possible. It's just like the matter of how much time and energy they're like saving. Because shoot, I'd be missing like half my stream streaks. Like a lot of times. and I don't realize it until like aftermath, and I'm just like, oh, you missed your stream streak for this streamer. I'm like, damn it, no. How do we get it back? I don't know. Yeah, it depends. It heavy depends on the streamer stream. Thankfully, I'm not like, I'm not the type who like gun holes like I gotta make sure that I get the stream streak thing, otherwise I'm gonna lose my mind. Because I just watched like a bunch of people in general, so I'm just like, yeah, I like their stuff. I'll catch up with it later. And I am learning to watch VODs for once. I'm slowly becoming a VOD watcher, not because I like it, but because, well, no, I do like it. I rarely ever do the current, so I'm trying to do that as well. Because sometimes I be missing context. By the way, I actually did watching the Miyoji stream to figure out what the hell context it was for the Mojo Jojo thing. I found it, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense as to why. Like, now I got the context, and yet I'm still confused with the context above it. Oh yeah, I've been missing a stream. I think the VODs are still up. I've just been missing the streams, if anything. If anything. Because I've just been busy. I just sometimes have... If I miss, like, a stream, if I can't actively chat, I have, like, people in, like, the background. Because at the very least, and I'll just try and interact every now and then as best as I can. Whenever I do. But yeah, I've been having like, I'm slowly at the point where I'm having like 1,000 streamers just pop up on my stream, just like, yes, this is what my sounds of relaxation is like. Yeah, that was very funny. That was still a funny thing ever. Oh wait, speaking of, I forgot I had more things to my birthday thingy I forgot to add. So we went to the Dave & Buster's, right? And so before we left, we were doing a couple of games, and half the games didn't work for us. And by that, I mean the games that I normally would play have like stopped immediately, or at the very least, they weren't like being fair. So the first game we did was a ring toss. We did a ring toss game. And that one didn't work because the game didn't give us rings to toss them into the machine. So we were like, okay, well, that's not good. And the second one we had was the mile game, the speed light game, which was the game where you tap the blue lights really fast. That one wasn't working. And I talk big games on how I am good at that game, and I am good at that game because I like going fast reaction type games. However, half the lights weren't on. Half the lights that were on was just perma on, so it made it too confusing to know what was technically on or not and deactivated. And third, the lights that I was trying to get, they weren't even like green reacted, and so I had a low score of 99. Barely reaching 100. I normally get like 200. And I barely reached my score of 99. I'm like, this is bullshit. This is not me losing my edge. The game is broken and I hate it. And so I was actively like upset about that because I do well in those games. And I'm like, what happened? 99 is like a big score. Yeah, but no, it is a big score to some. But I've played the game so many times in other locations. I've always reached out in like 200 around that timing. 200 at best. And even so, my first time I played it, I had 295. And then immediately I played back again an hour later. I got 300. And I think 6 or something. Or 5, I can't remember. And so, like, it works. I am fast, but the game, like, stopped me. Like, barely 100? Seriously? Like, not even reaching that cusp of that era, like, I felt truly upset about that. I was like legit upset. I was like, what the hell happened? That's not me. This ain't me, Chief. But yeah, we talked to the people and they were like, oh, don't worry, we'll make sure we'll fix it. And but I was legit upset. And then the Panda game, the Kung Fu Panda game, we were trying to play that game as well. Because we were like, okay, let's do the Kung Fu Panda game. It's the same thing. It's where you have like the little 6 discs, and then you like tap them on like the side, and then you'll be able to like, it's a speed-based game. And because of that, we were like, okay, this will be easy because we can cheat the system. But that one barely even worked. My mom was like I was telling my mom how to work it, and so she was like, okay, and I was like telling her, like, hit this thing. It's like, it's not letting me light up the thing. I can't hit it. I was like, press it. I was like, it's not letting me hit the thing. I was like, oh my gosh. And so I was trying to press the thing, and so immediately I was like, wait, it's not even working on my end too. It's stopping for me. Wait, this is not your fault. The game just stopped. And then we came up with like 6 tickets, and so it was like, what the fuck? Why are we getting like, what happened? Like, what genuinely happened? There was like so much technical issues. And the final one, which we probably did one more, but the final one, it was one of those games where you like you spin the dial and you go, it's like the fishing one that's like spin the thing and then you get the points, and whatever it's spun on, you get the points. And so it was one of the machines, it was a 3 back to back in the row. So I tapped my card for all 3 of them. One of them worked, the second one was out of commission, and the third one worked, but the problem was we rarely was able to spin it. And so we were just waiting the countdown. I was like, this is ridiculous. What happened? Why did it not legit work for us? And so we had to like tell the people, like one of the repairmen, and we're like, hey, your games are kind of buggy right now. They're not working. Like, they're generally not working for us. Like, we put in the tickets, they're not working. And the problem is, with the third game, when it worked, we got 75 tickets. It gave us, like, 68 tickets. And so we were like, we're getting cheated out of our own game system. For what? For this? We were like, this is ridiculous. This is stupid. And so we went to the guy. It's like, hey, your game's not working right now, Chief. It ain't even workable. I'm like, okay, I'll fix it. He went over and he like checked the thing and immediately was like, okay, I'll fix it for you. So here is roughly like 250 tickets in your account. I was like, thank you very much. I didn't tell him it was my birthday or nothing. And my mom's like, I told my mom's like, I got 250 tickets back. And she was like, did you tell it was my birthday? Like, no, I think the spirit knew. And so we got that. No, but still. And so we told like the lady back again and everything. I was like, yeah, half your games are not workable. And we're like kind of upsetty about that. And she was like, oh, no worries. Like, we got a refund on our tickets. So that was good enough. But still, really did not help us. Like, it was bad. Besides that, it was still an enjoyable, at least, day for us at the very least. But I was doing like the only one game that we kind of. Oh, actually, wait, no, there was one more game that we were trying to do, but we were like unsure of how it works. We were trying to do it was like a race car game. They added like a bunch of new elements to the game. They had like a race car game, which is essentially a game where it had motion. Like you can sit down, it had like a motion thing. And I sat down on my end and my mom had on her ends. And for some reason, mine wasn't like having like the motion of like a car, and yet hers was. And so I was like, what the heck happened? How did that happen? No. It's like, that's weird. That's suspicious. How the heck did she have like a motion thing? And she was like, oh, I don't know. You want to swap? I was like, yes, please. And so we swapped, and then it was like yeah, this makes it like I understand why I wasn't gonna get it. It was intense. It was intense. But it was still fun nonetheless. I still enjoyed it. But yeah, a lot of the games were like David Buster's not sponsored. Please fix your shit. I'm tired of like having half my games that I play and I'm like the best at be like just shown to total wastage. Yeah, it's like it's super fun. It's one of my favorite games. I'm just like, bruh. I mean, we have good old Chuck Entertainment to take me back to the game that I know I will be kind of good at, which is the key game or like the zombie shooter one and everything. Oh yeah, okay. So while I was watching Kappa Mikey, I had like a spike interest to rewatch. That was the thing we were supposed to watch if I were to do the nostalgic watch thing. We was gonna legit watch like some episodes I grew up with, and one of them was going to be Crashbox. I just had like a sudden urge to just rewatch Crashbox again. Like late night, same time with the Kappa Mikey. We might do it in the future. And my title is legit a reference to that show. I'm not gonna give, the context of basically I think I talked about constantly what the context, I think, with Crashbox is in the past. But if no one knows, the gist is the fact that it is a show that is basically everything of PBS Kids, and you've just put them into one pill. You put that pill deep within your brain, and then you start tripping for 20 to 30 minutes about education, and that's the practical story. And I'm not joking. It kind of is summarized when you really think about it, what the series kind of is. It is essentially just that, in the best way possible. Like, look it up. HBO Family carried me. Like, I know Smiling of a Child carried me. HBO Family carried me way more. I was watching an actual a clippage because someone had like a posted clippage of A Little Curious, and there was a scene where I think Bob and Doris were talking, or no, Bob the Ball and Doris the Door was talking, and Bob was like, "What's wrong, Doris? Why are you looking sad?" And Dora was like, and this is her actual voice, and I'm not exaggerating it for purpose, for comedic thing. This is like what she sounds like. It's like, well, Bob, I was just reminding about my friend Irvin. Like, she said it like exact tone. Irvin. Remember, have I ever told you about Irvin, when we used to be back in the New York? And she went to like an entire story rant of how Irvin was always above and was like keeping and tabs and eye on her and everything. And it's like, oh, it's a sweet little love story. It's like, yeah. It's like, oh wow, it's a sweet little love story. It's like, yeah, Irvin was always with me through the rain and the shine, no matter what. We had our daily papers and our little reading of the news. And Irvin was just a sweetheart. And then one day in the point, and I think Bob was like, oh, well, what happened to Irvin? It's like, well, one day, well, what happened? Oh, one day, Irvin said he wants to go to the Hawaii, to go to the tropical lands, but because of the fact that he can't be, it's cold and rusty. Hi, Fix. How are you doing? Good time zones. We're just doing I'm doing like a sketch drawing, and I'm gonna do an actual drawing. This is just for me personally, so you won't see this ever. Sick? Are you sick? Or are you just saying sick like cool? Are you sick? Oh no. Oh no. We was just talking about the sickness. Don't. Oh no. That's not the chop suey did the sing sickness. Never mind. It's like, come on, get down. Come on, get up and get down with the sickness. Get away from the sickness. We were just talking about, I hope my soothing voice can help you relax. But we were drink some, well, you know the remedies for helping with the sickness? Chicken noodle soup, some vapor rub, and some hot water, some tea, some lemon, and yeah, hot water, lemon, and sugar. Depends. Oh no, that remedy does work. You might think, oh, it depends. That remedy works. Just vapor web and some hot water lemonade work constantly. I should know. That's like the equivalent like a witch doctor thing, and it works. Thanks for the hydrate and for the posture check. But yeah, there was a point in the episode where what happened in the point? There was a point in the episode where Bob was like, well, what happened to Irvin? And Doris was like, well, one day Irvin told me he wants to go somewhere tropical to deal with the fact that the cold weather keep messing up his rod or something like that. I actually don't remember. I think it was like the cold or whatever. But I was like, but Irvin, you can't leave. The memories here we had on the stoops and everything, and was where we were. And Irvin was just like, all right, you know what, fine, I'll stay with you. It's like, and when Irvin keeps to his word, he keeps to his word. And so the entire time he stood right back to me. So he ditched those plans immediately. The second, and you might think, oh no, this is kind of sweet. It's like a love story between like a door and like the cover part. The immediate next part, it goes, one day, Irvin just stopped moving. He stopped moving on top. And I was like, Irvin, speak to me, Irvin. And so, the image, he died right on top of her head, in a way. And so, if you're a person, that's more fucked up, because that's just, imagine just like your lover, your sweetheart, they died immediately on top of your head. And so it's like, Doris, that was your own fault. He told you his reasons. He literally gave you an exact reason as to why he didn't want to, like, he wanted to move somewhere in a warmer climate. But your greediness, you made him stay to the point where he ended up just dying on the top. So that's your fault, lady. That was entirely your fault. And I'm just like, dude, that's fucked up. That is fucked up you. I'm like, oh dear God. And so now I'm like, and Doris is like, and Nobel's like, wow, I can't believe it. It's like, yeah, but still, no matter what, I know that Irvin will always be above me, atop of the New York place, and I don't fucking know. But, like, Irvin died on top of you. Doris, that was entirely your fault. You said, he told you the exact reason as to why he had to move. It wasn't because he didn't love you, it was because the weather was messing up his health. But your greedy freaking hinge ass was like, but you want to stay with me we gotta stay here because of your love and things. Because I love you so much. And you knew he's like the type to never break a promise. You knew he was that type, and you actively went out of his way to do it? Doris, you suck! So I was like vehemently angry when I first saw. I was like, oh man, that's a terrible love story. It's like a Romeo and Juliet with like appliances. And now I'm older, I'm like, fuck you, Doris. You're the reason why he's like this. You knew it. You knew damn well. You pushed him. So, no, that is. I mean, the thing is, like, the lesson was about learning about above. So yeah, so he is above in more ways than ones. Sadly, but still, what the hell, Doris? I mean, I guess she regrets it now because she's like, yeah, but no matter what, I'll always know that Irvin will always still be above me, no matter what. In my heart and memories. What above we talking? You know exactly what the above we talking. Literally, figuratively, and spiritually. And physically, technically. I mean, in all the ways, yeah. What if... In all the ways. Oops, didn't mean to do that. In all the ways. In all the ways. The metaphor. Yeah, the thing is, that was just to learn about what above is. So, thanks for teaching kids what the word means. Now I'm gonna be upset when when I'm looking at like the little hanging canopy things, and I'm like silently crying and being like, ah, Oyvind, Oyvind, the Oyvind, no, I missed you. Man, we might also watch that. It's gonna be stupid because I know it's like a stupid dumb show, but I love stupid dumb shows. That's what I thrive off of like 90% of my time here. Is stupid dumb shows. Okay, so I'm gonna erase these quickly. Let's peek. It's okay, so if you want to actually watch the show, and I'm saying this is legit for like kids, like very young. This was from a program that used to run with HBO. It was called HBO Family. And so the program essentially was just for kids to, whoa, shoot, I messed up. Was for kids to understand. Like, it was like the babyfied version of freaking PBS Kids and like and Sprout. No, it's like a babyfied version of Sprout, but it's a level up against Babies First. So it ain't like totally baby. It's like for kindergartens at best. But it's a show that has like a bunch of programs running on it. So Crashbox was on there. A Little Curious was on there. Happily Ever After. George and what's her name? Hannah? Hero? Georgina? I can't remember. But it's like two hippos. And you have Kindergarten, which is what I dub the a live action drama following around kindergartens and just learning about their lives. Then you have what else was there? I'm trying to remember. There's like other show. I Spy was there. I Spy is a good show. It just tackles like I Spy, and it's from like the books as well, so you know it's gonna be fire. And then what else was there? Then you have I can't remember. There's like more shows. It's like a cross reference between like a bunch of shows, a lot of which came from I know surfaced their way to the late Cubo. So yeah. What piece of media will be 20 years old today? I think any show that just came out from 2006 would be. I don't know on my top of my head, if honestly, what we considered 20. I know, I'm pretty sure like a couple of PBS Kids shows are like in that category now. Wildcraft is almost there. It's just like 15 years old right now. It's almost there. We're almost at 27, 20. It is. I don't. And we still have no freaking fast cars. What gives? What gives? You said there were gonna be like speedy freaking cars during this time, and there's not a single speedy car that's like hovery. Like, where are my hover cars? I wanted hovercrafts. God damn it. Yeah, I want flying cars. I want flying hoverboards. I still feel like the hoverboard was like my biggest like a scam, because people were like saying like, oh man, this device is gonna be like the new, it's gonna be like the new like flying device, and it's not. It's just like a Segway scooter, but you just got rid of like the handlebar bit. It's not even hovering, and at worst, people got like 1,000 times injured from that. So it's not, yeah. And I remember every kid was like, I want a hoverboard. I want the hoverboard. It looks super fucking cool. I'm like, it's not really hovering. Do you not know the definition of hoverboards and hovering? It floats. It hovers above the ground. That's what it means. That doesn't float. It's not hovering. You're just on the ground. Like, I don't know. If I don't want to be lied to if I want to spend my precious money. That's what I did when I freaking got like Fuchigi, and I was like, that was a scam and a half. So it's sick when your weather changes. Plus, like, so sick when we're it's because of the extreme weather change. It's not just because of uh Yeah, it's not just if changing normally. It's if it's an extreme weather, like it's just jump shots from one to another without easing in. Oh, yes. Because if it's a natural ease into a weather, that's fine. People can get sick because it gradually happens. We're talking about something where it just jump shoots to like another weather type to another weather type to another weather type. That's the problem. That's I think the reason why. Because a lot of people, depending on it, don't have like a very strong immune system. So they're just more or so like immediately like, oh man, this weather is like not, it's kind of like that. And that's why I always prefer like, and because we're entering like we're still technically, well, not technically, it's now March, but until I think in 2 weeks it will be technically spring. We're still in the winter month territory, so um people can't handle like extreme jump cut to weathers and things like that as of late, and which makes total sense. I fully understand as to why. Yeah, someone's coming around the corner, and that means there's a high chance more people will not be sick because if the weather is hot enough, they won't have to worry about getting to dealing with viruses and things. The only problem is that bugs, and I can tolerate bugs. I just don't like being cold. I just can't handle humid weather. That's where I draw like my line. Because someone came up to me and was like, "So wait, you prefer like the weather? You prefer like the summer weather?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a summer fan. Like big summer fan. I prefer that weather constantly." And it's like, "Oh, how do you feel like you must like humid weather?" Like, "Oh, you must like humid weather constantly." Like, no. Oh no. Humid's a different type of heat that I just don't like a lot. And I that's like the one type of heat I just can't tolerate. Because humid weather is the equivalent of just being constantly in a dishwasher, and you're just finished coming out of the dishwasher, and you're like, you're not dry, you're not technically wet, but you feel the moisture, but you don't know, there's nothing on you that's like moisturized, so you're just like in a perpetual state of like, what the hell is happening? Like, what weather do I feel? But I'm excited for when summer kicks in. If anything else. Also, when spring break hits, spring break's gonna be around the corner. You know what that means? It's spring cleaning time. So everyone is practically gonna have to get rid of all of their stuff to get ready for the new, well, for the new year, I guess. I don't know. The concept of spring cleaning is always interesting to me because you're gonna do the one time of like the the year or like the week to like now get rid of all your stuff, even though it has been piling up for like so long. You're just now deciding to get rid of it. And I don't mind spring cleaning. I tried to with my nana one time. I tried to help her with like a spring cleaning thingy, and she was like, "Oh no, but we can't get rid of half the stuff. It's like so good." I was like, "No, nana." It's like I was like young, so I was like, "No, we can't like. You gotta rid of half the stuff. I want my the closet to be clean so I can have my secret clubhouse in there." For that's the first one knowing what spring cleaning is. It's not a holiday. That's the thing. I thought for the longest time spring cleaning was legit like a holiday base, but no, it's just something people say just to get rid of things because there's like we humans have a kryptonite when it comes to buying so much stuff. And so we have so much stuff that we don't even know what we're using. And so when it comes to clean, we either have three routes, we either throw it away because it's not workable, we either give it away to someone via Goodwill or regifting, or we immediately will just somehow hold it on and for like one more year and just be like, no, we can have a value. It's a value in there. We don't. It is. There's a value in there. So we have like three different ways on how we incorporate spring cleaning. Am I throwing our question? Sure. Fire away. Do you like seeing art messy or clean? Or heavy? Depends. It depends. I mean, the only thing is, if it appeases to me, and I'm like, yeah, I like it. It's cool. A lot of my art is clean lining art, and I do want to learn how to do like messy kind of arting and like sketchy lines, because that's what I was always like I did growing up. But I always like seeing like a mixture of both sometimes, because you can make messy art look fire AF with like the right like tools and like the crafting things. But it heavy depends on it. I like either or. Like it has to be like an art that I really be like, ugh, I don't like. But I like both. That's what we call a mesa piece. Oh, that's smart. Oh, I like that. I wish my mic could pick up me clapping. I don't think it can hear me clapping. Can I hear it clap? Hold on, I'm gonna test this. Nope, it didn't hear it. I did clap. It probably was muffled, but that was a good joke, Madre. I might add just like I need to add like another clapping effect or a booing effect somewhere on here. Or something, I don't know. Or newer I want to add another emo, but I don't know. I gotta add another either animate, quote unquote, or a new regular emote. I don't know. Oh no, bro's gonna boot us. What? No, it's a toy for all. It's for toys for y'all. Y'all gotta use on me. What are you talking about? I know the minute if I say something even remotely, y'all gotta spam and use that relentlessly. Because I know y'all gotta spam that relentlessly. I could say something not even like in my mind, and I'll just hear like a random. But I'm like, what did you do? I didn't even say nothing. Next, man. Or it'll be just something like I can add more redeems and sounds and things. I'm just like stuck right now, so it's just taking a while time for them to come out. Inevitably. Potato toss. Look, I'm gonna figure out how to incorporate tits soon, so you can throw things at me. I just don't know if they do work with PNGs, but from what I've seen in the past, they can. I just don't know. I gotta figure out how the hell to get that incorporated onto me, so then y'all can throw things at me then. What? Oh, it's called TITS, like TITX, Twitch integrated, I think, throwing system. It's like a thing where a lot of models and people have when you want to throw spam things at people. All right, so I'm just gonna save this as uh okay. I know, I decided to hear differently. Well, yeah, that's the point. I mean, yeah, what else can I say? I really can't say it no other way. Everyone's gonna hear it obviously like that, so I'm not dissing you on that in the first place. If anything else. Alright, you got this completed, so you won't ever see, it's just taking a bit to load. Alright, yay, they're completed. So you're not gonna see them ever again until inevitably in the future, so goodbye. You're silly goose. Well, I gotta, at some point, I have to at some point incorporate it. I don't know how, but I will, because I want y'all to, it'd be funnies. It'd be pretty funnies. Okay, now we're gonna make a proper ref for Celene, because I need to make my girl an actual proper character. Yeah, that's what I was gonna make with her. I now know her counterpart. Or I want to continue on with her kind of mini story thing. But I need to make an actual just thing for her, because I think I want to give my queen something. powerful and look like kind of a baller person. Yippee! Yeah, oh yeah. She's gonna be super cool. Also, I've made some little lore ideas for what she is, so I'm gonna say out the gate that she is older, and by that I mean technically, obviously she's older in moon terms, but if she was a human, she will be like in her 30s to 40s. She is an old, I made her at least old enough, because I'm tired of seeing so many young, like, beautiful people and like the goddess in stories and like, oh, they're in their 20s. Like, no, I want older people. I want myself a middle-aged woman or something. I want more stories surrounding those types. I'm cool with the gens, but god dang it, I want a mature queen. And not someone who's technically old in their time in the world, but like young in terms of standard here. Like I want her old. Duh. But the boomers move. She's not a boomer. She's not that. She's not that. She's a millennium. At the very least. She's a millennium. So she is around that at the very least. So trust me, she'll be a cusp between it. She'll not know the understanding of the generations in the story, but she's old. So that is like canon, that's like that's in fact that is in factual gold. So yeah. People do love an older woman. Oh wait, shoot, this is the wrong layer. I thought I had it on the right layer. Oopsies. There we go. Now we're gonna talk. I mean, I am just saying, there's like a lot of like, I don't mind. Okay, this is not me coming from a hating standpoint. I do like stories that have like, that's more tailored to like a Gen Z and alphas and all that. I'm like, cool, that's fine. Young adult stories for like anyone from 2025. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. However, what about the stories of people who are like a tad older than the demographic? Like, what about people who are in like their 30s and or 40s, or hell, who are like 60 and they want a story about them? What about a story that tailors around them or something? Because I know they exist, and if they do, the problem is that if it is centering around an older person, that it'll center around them immediately getting they'll get themselves like killed off immediately, and then they'll be reincarnated as a younger them, or they've been isekai to a world where they are just younger or something. I know they probably exist, and I'm just like not knowing where, but like I want a story that's focused around like older people in a way that just focus around how, you know, their struggles and everything and something. So I want Celene to be at least older. Also, Boa! Hi, Boa! Boa, hi! How are you? How are you? Oh my gosh, it's been forever. How are you, mate? Oh, wait, shoot, I want to show. Boa did like a lovely birthday fan art for me. Let me find it so I can like show it. It's been a while. How have you been? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it was so sweet. It was late in the night, so I didn't get a chance to respond. So when I saw the next day, I was like, oh my god, what the heck? That's so beautiful. Like, I loved it a lot. I thought I had it downloaded. Why is it not downloaded? Is it on my phone that I downloaded? No! Wait, no. I can do my thingy. Oh, it's web. Fucking damn it. Okay. Delete this. Convert this into a not web, because I'm tired of my stuff being constantly web browsers. How about you? How's the arting? The arting is going well. We just did like a mini sketch for a personal template that I'm a project that hopefully I'll be done with by mid-spring. It's just a hassle to get with, but it went well. But we're also doing art for a reference sheet for Celene, my moon goddess queen herself. So yeah, we're doing a lot of arting if anything else. So I have no idea We're just gonna art until we just cannot art and just continue on more with the art, and I have no ideas. Open. Okay, so found it. Okay. Okay. Here's the art that Boa did for me. This is the art that Boa did for me. Check it! Check it! Look at this! This looks so sick! Oh my god! It's me! It's me! It's me! Oh, it's pixely. I need to goodbye. It's me! I love the style! You got me the box, the TV, and everything! You have, like, the vaporwave on it, too? Oh my gosh! And then you got my mask and face. I'm like, I love it. Boy, it's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. I love it. Got my, like, fit. You got me, like, serving immediately. I'm serving Seaward over here. No, I'm just kidding. Of course I love it. Why would you think I not love it? Why would you think I not love it? I love the art y'all do. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Everyone follow Boa. Everyone follow Boa. Hold on. Please tell me I got the command working. Everyone follow Boa. Everyone go follow Boa. They're super cool. Their art's awesome. Like, you should do more art streams. When are you gonna go back to streaming? I want to see you stream again. But thank you so much for this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm super happy. I'm gonna put I want to add, like, to my collection. I'm gonna end up making a slideshow of like 1,000 of these fan arts if y'all keep making. I'm just gonna put it in, like, rotation in the back or something. It will soon. But I want to raid into you or something. Well, whenever you can, that's super cool. No worries, take your time. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Doing a fan art. I've also made a late fan art too. You did? Is it the... Hold on. Really? Let me see. Alright, let me check. We gotta go to handy dandy my thingy of... My thingies. This took a bit because, like, it has to be No, it's really good. You hold on. Let me actually encapsulate this. You really captured, like, the style and everything of how I'm, like, trying to carry off myself. You drew me better than I would draw me, and that's me. You drew me, like, way better than how I normally would draw myself. That's kind of funny, but it's really good. It's really awesome, man. Don't ever say that. We love artists. We just don't tolerate artists who are freaking AI bros or whatever. Oh, and I'm seeing now the birthday art. Oh my god. Ah. Hold on, I have to scroll to my... it's not gonna look for the web thingy. Oh man, hold on. I have to go to, like, my web things and everything. Can I download photos from Instagram? Is that even possible? I don't know if I can. Oh no. I tried so hard. No, it's really good! I'm trying so hard to, like, download, like, figure out how to, like, I can't download it from Insta! No! Okay, let me screenshot this, and then I'm gonna, like, share it. Since I can't download images from Instagram, that sucks for me. But, okay, open. Okay, where's screenshots? There it is. I don't think yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah. There's a way to do it, but it's like 1,000 hassles around and jumping loops and hopes. So I'm like, I'll just screenshot it. Hopefully it's not gonna degrade the quality, but yeah. Aw, this looks so sweet! What the heck, Madre? This is so sweet! Aw, I got inspired by my own birthday art. How the heck am I not, like, seeing this? Jesus Christ, I have just been, like, yeah, I think I was, like, halfway off my phone for, like, a bit, so I'm so sorry I didn't see this, Boa. Or, I didn't see this, Madre. But this is cute! I love how you got- This is so cute! Let's try a different stuff. It's really good perspective on it. You made me so adorable. You made me look so tired. I love how I'm just like, ah, jeez, I'm old. Fuck. Yeah, I'm a little guy. I'll be little, I'm old in the background, in the small corner. I'm old. Like, I had to use that at some point. Like an avenge stick too. I think I saw, was that the one with the me as the Trigun one? I don't know, how did I not see that? I thought I favored it in my folder. I saw that actually. I was like, holy shit, that's actually kind of you've accurately somehow got me, and yet the me dressing up me as well. That's like kind of really good. I really liked it like a lot. Like, you got my whole costuming and everything. You got like the 1998 version of Vashmi. 2 hours. That's really good arting actually for 2 hours. That's really good. Try again. Oh my god! Okay, I don't want to say nothing for spoilers because it's the spoilers. However, the new I'm just gonna say it right now. This is this might be out of context. That Wolf Vash? No, what's the shit between Wolfwood and Vash? Vashwood fans! Vashwood fans, we won! Vashwood fans, we won! That's all I'm just gonna say. We won hard! We won hard! We fucking won, baby! We are confused with confettis! Oh man! Oh man! I don't want to say much because of the spoilers. If someone does is lurking watching it, but that's all I'm just gonna say. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh man. Oh man. It's beautiful. We take those. We take those here in this house, god dang it. Yes. It's W's in the chat. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. God, it's so hard not to say anything without the spoiler context. But if you know, you know. But that since the first, I guess I can explain this since I watched the original one. Since I think the original, I think I shipped both hard, and this is not just because of it's like, oh, like it's a simple thing. No, I like something about them too. I can see it. I don't know what, but I can see it, and I'm right at the whole time. That's not the body how I want the body to be. Oop. Oop. In fact, there's like a ton of new animes I think coming out. The boy one, which is like confess your love, Mr. What's his face? The one with the redrawing meme of the okay, actually wait, there's a weird manga that has been like surfacing on my end feed, and I do not know how it came to my timeline, and I don't know the context of it. So it's basically it's a series. I just got like an out of context image. It's just a guy eating food. That's it. It's just a guy eating food. But how it was drawn makes it look like it's just he's just really enjoying the food. Like really enjoying the food in terms of eating. There's nothing like sexual happens. God no, nothing that sexual happened. That's like none of the sorts like that. But he was just really enjoying the food a little too much. Like I don't know if the manga artist was like hungry and he decided to make this, but he just was like very into the food. Did someone get the sauce of what the manga is? I don't know the name of it. I don't know the name of it. It was just like a blip it. It was I don't know. What do you mean about that? He's like, okay. Have you ever had like have you went to like it's 3 a.m. and you go downstairs to like your kitchen and you grab like a drink of water, but it's not from the fridge water, it's like the water from the that's like tap that came out that was just like there, and you're like, it's not technically cold, but it's not technically hot, so you drink that. It's like the clearest, most refreshing thing ever in the world. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, it's like that. Like you just went to like another plane of existence, and the water is just that good. It's just that good. It's just good water. So that's what it is from the description. It's just the guy really is into food, and so he really savored right in front of myself. It was really. I think there was a mention that I think in the part where I don't in the out of context the dude was like, man, he's real like taking down like that burger so well, like he's really like chowing. I don't know the name of it. It's gonna be hard to find because I don't know if it's like an actual. Hold on, you know what? I'm gonna take a slight detour because I know there's like an actual. It's not Food Wars. I'll say that it's not Food Wars because that one is just full on sexual stuff. That one's just a weird type of food loving thing. I'm like the friendly over. Hold on, man who really, really loves to eat manga. Manga. Oh man, this is gonna be really hard to find. Oh man. Wait, is this it? Menshina? Hold on. Menshima? Is that the guy? Hold on. Menshima. Meshinama! Okay, yeah, that's the one. I'm scared to post the actual. I don't want to screen share the image because it does look kind of worse when you really look at the titles and everything. But it's just like. It's just a guy who just really loves food. So take that with your own warning. I don't. It's not bad. But it's just really suspicious at best. In terms of how you want to really look at it. So yeah. It's the clone of the finally some good fucking food meme. Let me share the name with the. Oh, okay. I'll copy and paste it. Thankfully, this is the name. It's I think Menshinuma. That's the name of the guy, and by that proxy the manga. You can read it. I don't know if I should because I somehow weirdly feel dirty from that proxy. But you guys, y'all are mature. You can do whatever the heck you want. I'm just giving you something. It ain't like sus. Thankfully, it's not like Food Wars. That one is just that I can never. That one's just terrible on its own. But I just can't really handle it because I don't want like the value of food to be shown to. Oh man. Alright, so this is the base for Celine. Also, I think I figured out how to make a okay, wait, can I actually show this? I don't know if it's still here or not. Okay. Or maybe the cover section. That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying! That's why I'm like, this is suspicious! How I can't share it! It's super suspicious to share! Also, hi, Fear! We're looking right to you, I'm sorry. Fear, don't be mad, it's alright! Fear, it's alright! No worries! You're good! I hope you're well! How are you? Like, people... This is the second time someone was like peeved that they were like, they noticed me live and they're just like, damn it, I couldn't write into you. I'm like, it's fine. There's no worry. You're cool. I don't. it's all right, but I hope you're well, Afir. What were you streaming? What were you playing? I'm curious. I plan on it low-key for by the time. No! You're alright! No, you're good! Finishing up DD. Oh, you finished it up? Oh, are you at the second? Are you at the spooky? Are you at the ending part? Are you at the ending of the game or like halfway? I got the good ending, so now we're on the side stories and some secrets. Ooh! God, I love DDLC. I love the game. It made me, I think, Doki Doki realize I do have a fear of technological glitches and things like that. And like when technology like glitches and shit. I feel like that's an actual like like a pastel aesthetic thing as well, like glitchcore or no, like broken something go. I don't know the game, but it's something like that. But it made me realize like I don't like when technology freaks out. That scares me. Or my TV or like if you're like scaring me. I'll get the game for a while. We're just doing a secret stuff. Oh, nice. Oh, the secrets. But if you want to play, anyone want to play DLC, be mindful. It's not. You may think, no, I don't want to print. I'm trying to. It's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. I watched the Game Grumps played it. I'm like, oh boy, this game is not what you think it is. And then I watched Game Theory's actual thing. I was like, oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I see what this is. But welcome, Fear. We're just doing some OC art. And by that, we're using another, an actual proper reference sheet for one of my girls, Celene. My tiles have always have massive trigger warnings when I play. Oh no, same. I make sure to, thankfully I'm not gonna reach a point where I play a scary game, but when I do, I will always make sure to advertise and just like make mental awareness that, hey, this game is sus. This game is not for like younger demographics. If you cannot handle this in any point, you can leave and I will let you know when you can come back. So I'm just like, yeah. If anything, I might get my mom to play it because I know knowing this game is like, it's a therapy and like in the bundle making, and I know for a fact she will like sit down and be like, yeah, that's the problem with the character, and just like diagnose every single one of the girls. Like every single one of the girls, and I bet even the protagonist, somehow in some way, she will. The mobile program tripping. Oh yeah, it does. Oh yeah, DD said that's like a mobile version, which I'm very curious as to how they're gonna have like the. I didn't play it, but it just made me when it was announced at the time. My mind immediately was like, okay, how the heck are you gonna make like the jump scares and everything in like a phone app? How is that possible? Like, because a lot of the things that made it unique with it being on like Steam and PCs, you gotta like it has to be on a computer base. That's what makes it like so unique about it. That's a playful you hear me like on the girls. Oh my god, I love doing. Oh my god, I feel like we might come up with the same conclusion as well with the characters. I saw a guy on TikTok who was playing DDLC for like the first time. He was like a therapist, like a genuine therapist. And when okay, I actually don't know if I should like, okay, I don't know. This might be a spoiler. I might hold it off. There's a sentence where Natsuki said something, and so the therapist was able to clock into me what she meant by that little statement alone in like the beginning of the chapter. So he was able to like figure out like, oh, this was she meant by this statement because blah 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 blah. On the console, where they get around it by making the game itself in this PC, so you have to X Plus. Yeah, that's how. Surprisingly, that's crazy how they had to incorporate like for the other devices. They had to like make it make a piece like a mobile or PC, like a computer home screen for the game for you to access the stuff, which I give them credit for. Salvado, the team. Yeah, and we're still not close to. Well, no, there's like I feel like there's a bunch of secrets. Cause remember when there is a tease for a new game in the secret called Project Libitina, when it was supposed to be like the prequel to what Doki Doki is, essentially, and it was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna journey to like this game, Project Libitina 2018, and it never came out. It's 2026 and it has never came out. Oh, to know that. It was a tease, I think, a while, and it was supposed to be for like this new, what was at the time a new game that was supposed to be like a prequel or something. Because if you play the game, if you know the lore of why and everything, then you'll understand why. But there was no knowledge or anything or any like mentions, so we were just left in like the dust of like it never being a real actual game. Or at least in the making, or whatever it's called. But yeah, unfair fact, I studied psychology, so we're the time for each of the girls. Oh, that's good. You were able to clock in immediately of like what problems they were occurring. It was like, okay, I see what's going on here. I may not have that degree, but I have a degree in sociology, so that is almost not the same as psychology. But I do know people. I like looking at people enough to know what the hell someone's going on with. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm like kind of smart enough-ish for that. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go back because I don't really like the chest area. It's disgusting. I don't have a grade just because I like, honestly, that's psychology. Psychology is super fun because it's like you're figuring out like what makes a person like really tick and like what makes a person act in a way. My mom is like super knowledgeable in that stuff, so she will tell me like mini advice because she'll tell me I don't like to I really love people watching. We was out one day and so we were at like a restaurant and so she was just staring at like a bunch of people passing by and so she's like, man, I told her in joke, I was like, man, you gotta get yourself like arrested or something because you keep staring at like a bunch of strangers. And so she was like, well, don't worry, they're not gonna know. I'm just enjoying the people watching thing. And I told her like why. I was like, sometimes people have like 1,000 interesting stories. You can tell from like their body and how they like motion themselves and everything, and you just don't know it. And so you're like, oh, I guess that makes sense, I guess. And she can clock in like immediately with someone else. Like, you don't even have to like body language. Oh yeah, body language is like a big factor in knowing how a person is. I'm pretty sure everyone knows like the basics when it comes to like body language of like if you constantly tap your feet or like your hands or something or fidget, you're like nervous or blah 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 whatever. She's also able to clock in when someone lies, so that's also kind of cool. Oh, I like her co-grading people. Oh yeah, she does it a lot. She can clock in immediately, and she'll call out like what's going on with someone before I have a chance to register. It's also you can also tell when a person's lying just from body motions as well, and how they like speak and things like that. For example, the common one is if a person is looking to like the left or is constantly looking around you and not technically at you, then you know they're like lying in a way or something like that, or how they like pose themselves in a way. I'm trying to remember if the examples of it. I've never been wrong before, which freaks my friends. Oh man, they're like, how the fuck did you know, Fear? What the fuck? They look up and to the left. Is when they're liars. But yeah, it's up to the left. And so when you look up to the left, you know then so they're like lying. Or when a person is like more so fidgeting with like their hands or how they're positioning their legs. Or posture. Posture is like an also important factor because you don't know. You can tell from a person's posture and how when they carry themselves if they are confident or not, or at best, like anything. So, example, when a person walks, is it a habit? Is it the habit also applies to when they lie? No, well, I mean, sometimes it can legit just be like a fidget thingy. Like, if the person is known to fidget, like, generally, when they're nervous, then yeah. But if you know a person is not a fidgety person, and they just do that, then you can be, like, super sus about that. It was my coworkers. We never really talked about our personal lives when I mentioned how one of them's only one relationship ended weirdly, and the other had been in a few relationships that weren't the best. Freaked them out. Oh man, that'd be crazy. I will take you to any event that I have, and you can just cycle and analyze everyone. Cycle and analyze everyone there. I give the people can be scary. People with the right powers and things, you're able to like psychology. People are fucking terrifying at best, and that scares me. And I love that the most about it. Okay, wait, I know what to do for the legs. You can clock in immediately what's their biggest fear. You can be like one of those like magic, those like or you know those like machine one or those shows where it's not like a magic show or like those mind freak shows where they're like, I can tell what your biggest fear or your biggest like, I don't know, hype or whatever the frick it is. And things. I'm just like, I don't know. You can just do like this. I think you're gonna be like, you have a fear in spiders. I'm like, what? And it's like, I probably can't think of the name. Anyway, oh yeah. Something fell. Ah, my pen! A pen! Sign us away because I've yet to eat today. Hope stream goes well, to my friend. If I better shoot, I'll find you in my. Yes, Akinator! Also, by fear. Also, you take care. Hope you enjoyed the food. Hope you enjoyed the foodies. Hopefully, I'm gonna try and like get this completed and I have a theory. You have a game, film, style, and or a food theory that you want to share? On the Candy Nation theory? On Candy Nation? What theory is that? For my not scripts Minecraft. Lay it on me. What if Fear sent out the Enderman? Fear sent out the Enderman? No way. Fear would never. I mean, as much as he is like an eldritch god creature, he would never harm the Candy Nation. I mean, I don't know, he might, but he would never. He would never. Foreshadow if I ever join like a Minecraft SMP server, I want 100. I'll make like full on the actual Candy Nation, like for real. Speaking of Minecraft server, okay, I don't know if no one knows this, but QSMP is back, and I'm excited. Quesadilla Island is back for a season 2, season 2, and I'm excited for it. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, didn't know that. Yeah. It got released like yesterday. Well, the trailer came out like yesterday, and so people are like now ecstatic. If anyone doesn't know, QSMP is basically the SMP where Quackity runs. If you don't know Quackity, that's gonna be crazy. But it's an entire SMP server where it's a bunch of languages from all around the world using to communicate with each other and use it to playing Minecraft. So you have the first one had like English, Spanish, and I think you have Japanese, Asian? I think no, Japanese. I think there was one for there might be Korean, there was Chinese as well. I think Portuguese is also there. And now they're adding 10 more languages for this one. And so people are now ecstatic wondering who's gonna be on there and who's might not be on there. And so I'm excited because I love the QSMP. The QSMP is like my favorite SMP series. So when they announce the people, follow and watch them and just give them like a bunch of like congratulations, and like it's a good way to learn. It's like the better version of Duolingo without the needing of using the AI to replace the humans. I'm just saying. But yeah, QSMP is gonna be back, and I'm super excited. And so, depending on how many, I saw, which is funny enough, because this is not the first time I think the QSMP and the Danganronpa were like trending. Like, the Danganronpa 2x2 and the QSMP are both now trending. So I'm like, oh man, please, someone tell me it's gonna be like a showing like art of whoever joins in, like the splash art. I'm just like, oh my god, that's actually kind of genius, and make them be like, this is this streamer, the ultimate. I don't know, they're the blank streamer or whatever. So I'm excited. I hope Queso's gonna be in it. There's been like a bunch of people who possibly want to be in it, and from what I've gathered, the number one person I saw people who really want to be a part of it is Queso. Like bringing Queso into the server, because I think he might mix very well with like everyone. It also has like translation, so you might think in the server they're just talking without like not understanding, but they have like a translation, like I think bar, so it connects to their mic, so whenever they speak up they could immediately understand what they're translating. Oh, he's so sick. Because Queso has like did a collab with Quackity. I'm not tripping though, right? And they did a collab, like I think the Discord talent show thingy. And so I think they did like another thing. So people wanting Queso there would make way more sense. There's also, I think, who else? I know I want my favorite streamer, Foolish, to join in at the very least. So Foolish, I feel like might 100% be there. I really hope Jaden Animation sadly won't be there, which sucks for me, but I understand why, because of the stress and everything, and Dan the Minecraft TDM himself. I hope they bring like OGs, like more OG creators, like at the very least. But if they just bring in more content creators and from around like the world and things like that, I'm willing to see how they're like going for it. And honestly, it looks super exciting. So yeah, I think it's gonna be released for March 7th. No, it's in March. It's this month. But yeah, my entire timeline is just filled with nothing with that. I did have like one old QSMP art, which was like the Purgatory era, which was a kind of QSMP slash like origins art there, I think. I don't know, but it was the only one that I had. And so I might, who knows, I might do more, but it really heavily depends on who's gonna be on it. But thankfully, we ain't gonna have no problematic people on there. Surely not. And people are gonna be treated properly, the staff will be treated properly, and no egg hunt. I cannot stress this enough. The egg thing was way too stressful. Like, it was way too stressful for me, and I think for everyone. Please. The era of SMP. Yeah. It was not that. It's a while. But hopefully they treat their workers correctly and no one gets underpayment, or they know who is gonna be on the server and they're not gonna incorporate any bad people at all. Like, surely they're not gonna incorporate any bad people at all. But yeah, I'm excited for it. But I've been getting to like more Minecraft, I guess, as of late. Specifically just me. Don't jinx it. Look, they had to like, for one, they didn't realize that they were gonna be like bad until like seeing it afterwards. So they had to learn from this thing. They had to learn at least this time that like, hey, we goofed up. Let's just not do that again. I hope they incorporate more VTubers into the mix and have some more who are like different around the world. So I don't know, from like Brazil, some from like I know like Spanish culture, some from Japan and things like blah blah blah. Like the only one VTuber who was there, I think, was 2.5 is technically Iron Mouse and Jaden's model, and that was it. But I hope she does come back. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. If not, then please more. I don't know. Well, not more VTuber representation. I have to keep in mind the whole thing is learning about the world, just the world entirely, and just languages and things. I mean, if somehow they were to intertwine, cool. But I know who at least one of my goats might be. If you ever saw a pic, honestly, she may be. But but we don't know. they have not rolled out like the listing of who's invited yet. So we will not know yet until, oop, that's the wrong layer. We'll not know until I think they start rolling the invitations. There's gonna be like a Smash Brothers Ultimate thing, all teasers all over again, where they're just revealing like the characters and they're just like, oh my god, that's my Oshi. No, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna feel like the Smash Bros. Like Ultimate, where they're just gonna slowly reveal like the different the characters. But yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, no, it literally is. Someone joked on Twitter, it's like, hey, can someone, whenever the new like content creator arrives, can we just make it like a Danganronpa style edit and just like reveal like their name, like a splash art kind of deal? And I'm like, that's too smart. If I knew the style and how to draw it, I would definitely would. But damn. It's like, cause it was almost inspired like the Danga. It was almost like inspired like it. So I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That'd be someone. Someone's probably doing it right now, and we just don't even know. But I know someone who is confirmed. I know Fit MC is gonna be confirmed because he is there, and because his narration was part of the video. Quacky obviously gonna be there. So they have some people who are confirmed. So yeah, when March rolls around, everyone's gonna be glued to their seats and everything. So I'm super excited for that. Yeah, I'm glad y'all at least know enough of the QSP, so I was like, oh, there's a high chance they might not know it. I'm just yelling to the wind about this random thing, and even though I talk about random things, it's a high chance that they might legit not know this. And the fact that y'all kind of know it enough, so I'm like, yay! Thankfully, they're not like, I'm not that like jaded. Kiss me can't be with a Quetty. Yeah, the wind respond. And the woman was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course they'll know it. You're a nerd and they're also nerds. Like, hello? Y'all had COVID together. You knew you had the same, at least, like, you went down the same kind of path-ish. At the very least. You are aware. I'm like, yeah, but sometimes they went to like a different path. Like, man. Oop. Nerds can't hear what's Nerds! You can see what's everywhere on my feed. I watched it, but I can tell it looked to be fun. Oh, it was fun! It was fun. There were so many moments and segments that you'd be surprised everyone was just... There were so many lore bits that was like, how did I connect? The only problem was at the timing, because since I think this was like when COVID was legit easing out, it was like outing of like some creators, two which I actually don't, one of them I don't remember his name, the other one I just don't want to legit speak of, but there has been like an on and off of how they were portraying the stories and things. The one thing I hope, if they incorporate the parent-child thing where they had to take care of the eggs, I hope they just just stick with one, and whoever one is like the winner. Like, the amount of stress the eggs had over the entirety of the server, that it was supposed to last for 2 weeks, but everyone was just, it took it way farther than expected, and so it was just like, oh dear, like they're fictional character eggs, but they're treating us like a child. Like, it was so intense, and the purgatory made it all the worse, and now, well, better. Will last forever. Will last. It had like, there was a pit crew I saw that had like an entirety of like a egg maker. Like, you can make yourself like an egg. I was like, oh man, I want to make myself an egg. It's an old post tweet. It's somewhere if you scroll far enough on my timeline feed, but it is there. But yeah, it was everywhere. It was great. It made me learn a lot of languages, and it made me have like a questing journey to like learn every language, a curse word. Since I used to, fun fact, I am able to speak some languages outside of English. I'm mildly good in Spanish, but my biggest thing is that I can say thank you in like in like a couple languages. Since I used to go to like a program that essentially was teaching kids like the basic of learning Spanish, or no, it was a program that was like, we're gonna say thank you to every language as we can. How we appreciate our teachers, and so at the end, we will all constantly say like every single like almost language. So we would do Spanish, German, Russian, Chinese, Japanese, Hawaiian, I think Ghanaian, sign language. There's like a couple language I just can't think about right now, but there's like a couple. But we always did that at the end of everything. So it was like I can't remember a lot of them now, but it was drilled to like our psyches to say it. That was like my only one trick pony style, besides saying the alphabet backwards. Wait, that's a language? No. Wait, what language? Sign language? Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, it's a language. Wait, what language? I'm confused. Hawaii. Yeah, they have like a different way to say thank you, compared to English. So, I think Hawaiian was mahalo. Since hello is aloha, Hawaiian goodbye was mahalo. So we said that as well. So yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the hair. And so we was able to do a bunch of the languages, if anything. So that was like my one trick pony thing. So we all kind of said the alphabet backwards. Oh yeah, that was my one trick pony spiel. You'd be surprised. I was at whenever I'm at like my late when I was at my late mom's brother's home, and they were like, hey Kit, can you say the alphabet backwards? Can you really do that for me? And I was like, all right. And I was like, ZYXWVUTSRQPOMNML. That part always like tips me off. LKJIHGFEBCBA. Now I know my ZYX. I don't know something the best. There's like 1,000. There's like yeah. But yeah, I was able to like kind of say that backwards. Yeah, that was like my one trick pony thing. I don't count my arting because that's like a thing that I'm skilled at, but that was like that in the language. There's like 2 ways. Alright. I write that ABV out of Z X Y Z. Thank you. Thank you. I worked so hard. Something I'm still learning. Yeah, I'm still able to do it to this day. Which is crazy that there's a lot of people who don't know how to say it backwards, which means I thought it was like almost a common thing, and yet I guess it's not. So, yeah, I thought it was like a thing that almost little kids were able to do, but I guess no, it's just like some can, some can't. But it was funny. Oh, music stopple. There we go. That's the wrong thing. Where is the other layer? Or the color? I'm gonna have to like move this a tad higher in terms of like the coloring, so I don't end up like size wise. This is very, very small. Okay, so when I drew her, oh yeah, she had like a cut, like a fade cut, something. So she had like, it was like stop to here, and it was like here, and then here, and then one like above the ear, and then it was just like a ponytail kind of thing. This is also in a weird way like a redesigning of, I guess, Celene, since now I'm realizing it. I'm now realizing how much this is like both a redesign slash a reference sheet, since the first one was technically like the first ever introduction to her. When I'm really thinking about it, because I'm gonna add something that's like not gonna incorporate at all to what I've incorporated, like I mean, then again, it could be just an alt outfit. Oh my god, I saw like a space themed like suit somewhere on Pinterest. I wasn't even looking for it. I was just putting on outfits to just put in my folders, and I just saw one, was like, oh my god, do I have to make like a separate outfit just for her? I was like, do I have to make another? It's like, damn it, it looks too fucking good. Do it, but it's good. Honestly, the best kind is when like when you want to make like a proper ref sheet for like a character that you had no intention to make more of, and you can see like it either changes like a slight bit, or you completely like change the there's a trend on on TikTok of a lot of artists who are taking like a lot of artists are now making more like black OCs, and like they're transforming like their original OCs who are like white to like black OCs. And so they have this audio of what's his face, I can't remember, I was like, I can't remember his name, it's like Xavier, I think. He was like, alright, we're gonna try and black you up. Flesh color, how offensive. Ooh, here we go, we're gonna get you black on track. And it just cuts to like the after version of the characters, like, this is Shaka Bingo. And like, it really hits, and that's too real technically. It's just too funny because they're just like, at some point, everyone with their OC, they're just like, we gotta like, you know what? I'm tired of making you being white. We're gonna make you black, and now like you're 10 times better now. Or we're gonna make you like Pac at best. We'll say Pac in general terms instead of just saying black, but Pac. And so you just have like a lot of like the character before and after. Like, damn, they're so better now. I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. Which is funny enough for me. And before I even knew about it, I think my characters were black without me like realizing it. The only instances of them being white was, okay, this is gonna be like an old art thing. When I used to draw Aaliyah and Gabriel, I know Gabriel technically was black, but before that, he was a white slash gray wolf. So if I wasn't thinking about how incorporating the colors, then if I ever said nothing and I just like made him like today, or at least at some point when I got to digital art, he would have 100% still would have been like a silvery white dude. But I think my mind was like, I want to make you black hair and silver like Storm. And yeah, because that's pretty. But yeah, he was once a furry and now he's not a furry. But I rarely draw him since, yeah. That's how my OCM came to be. Now, just some point where it was like, hold on, we need some diversity up in this group. Alright, which one of y'all have to be like, the new, what do y'all have to like change all of yourselves? So Here you go. Redesigns. Oh no, that's the best part. Redesign is like the best part when it comes to character. I might, who knows, draw them back again or reincorporate them, but my god. They were like my first ever 2 OCs that I kind of liked because they were both furries at one point. From a rip-off furry Steven Universe thing that I totally did not steal. But I didn't know about Steven Universe at the time, so I wasn't technically stealing. I was just being inspired by having OCs who are just technically named off of gems and just, you know, all but being furries. Not total for redesigns. I want to see in Signature Design are total for OCs. It's the redesign process is always hard because you're gonna be like, oh, they could be better, and you do, and like you're like not happy that they kind of look like that. And so it's like a process of like making sure that the redesign looks better. They gotta make like how I feel and be proper and happy. And at some point, it'll take like a bajillion redesigns, but at some point you will get to a character when you'll get to the proper redesign. It's like, yes, this is how I see them fully. This is how I see them head on. I haven't like been draw them quite some time. I might, if I have like 1,000 of my sketchbooks, I legit would just one day just do like a video of me like going through all of the different history of my arting and just seeing how like it changed, because I think I can properly say I have a defo change from being traditional to now, because oh dear god, what do you mean I used to my original art style? I think I remember how it came to be and how I drew this sketchbook tour. It could be a video. I have, how many sketchbooks do I have? X counting my not sketchbook, but like journal that I guess accidentally converted. Not counting my weird diary ass thing. I don't think I even have that sucker here too. But my art style kind of think originated from when I used to draw. I was trying to draw chibi style, but my problem was I was in the middle of phasing. There's an art website that I think no one knows, but I don't know if it's that like if it's that like popular or not. It was in middle school. It was called Drago Art. Drago Art was like a website for art tutorials, and so it was when a bunch of essential this is where I found like a ton of my tutorials on there and how I draw. So I had a sketchbook, not sketchbook, but a sketchbook adjacent that was basically like tutorials on how to draw YouTubers. So I had one for YouTubers, I had one for like horses because I was very into My Little Pony at the time. I had one for fucking, what else did I have? I had like a ton of like different like styles and things. But I was in the phase of learning to draw chibi because somehow, in some way, like any other otaku in middle school had before, I really liked the era of Tumblr from 2012 and wanting everything to be cutesy as fuck. Plus, I was into Shopkins, so that kind of factored in both of them as well. And so immediately I was like, let's incorporate both these things. So I had a phase. I was learning how to draw me as me, or no, I was trying to draw chibi, and so I was I think on step 3 or something of the art process, and I looked at the art thing, and I was like, oh, you know what? That ain't bad at all. And so I kind of abandoned the entire process from that point on, and so I just took whatever I could from there. And from that, I call that era like the Powerpuff Girl era, where the only Powerpuff Girl-ish relatedness is the fact that everyone had like giant-ass heads and giant-ass eyes, and yet the eyes are like inverted in like the way the Powerpuff Girls are. It was, that was my magnum opus of a style. That was the most I was like proud of and being like, yes, this is my calling. This is definitely who I see it as. And so yeah, Drago Art was like a website. I don't know if it's still up and running because it's been like ever. But yeah, it was like my favorite site to go to and everything. I personally liked it a lot. Maybe one of these streams I'll just do like we Bob Rossa do like one, and we just like follow a tutorial if it is still around. If it is still around. That'd be super cool. That depends if the site's up. That's the thing. There's like so many sites unless hold on, okay. I'm just checking just in case if it actually is still art. I can't show it on the web thing because it's gonna be taken forever. But it's like Drago art. Hold on. Drago ART. Drago art. Oh my god, I think this is it? I think this is it. There's like a specific site when I went to all the time just so I know how to draw it in particular. I don't know if this is like the proper one because like I know there's like a ton who are like oh man, man. Okay, we might have to like I might do it on my own time because it's like a very specific like sighting to check. Yeah, one thing changes. Oh yeah, it did. Oh, originally it was like very different. When you type in the original Drago art, it had like it looked like somehow what wiki pages used to look like today in terms of like for a specific style. It was red and black. It had like on the left side, it had the different like this tutorial of the week from someone because I know they used to do like fan tutorials or they have like people submit their own tutorials to people so they can like participate as well into the fun. And then you'll have characters and then you'll have that. And the other side, you'll have like the list of tutorials from everything, and they'll cover practically every style that you could imagine of at the time. So you'll have one for fucking what was it? Like how to draw. What was the popular season 2012? Dragon Ball, how to draw Sailor Moon. Like I said, YouTubers, because YouTubers were also like the abundance. So there's like a ton of people making like a bunch of YouTuber-esque like things like that. So I was just like, huh, neato. But yeah, I don't know if the site's different or not. But I mean, obviously it's gonna look different. Nothing is gonna be like the same forever. I know that for certain. Okay, so we got the poses down right for her. Okay, so next part, we should do the what the frick are we supposed to do? Okay. I want to make her a tad taller because I know she was supposed to be a lot more taller in terms of like who she technically what she was. The height needs to give her elevation. God damn it. Depending on this might be the longest stream ever, but then again, if it isn't, then and like I said, high chance we might have art. We might do another random stream tomorrow. I don't know. Keyword high chance. Because I know I put on my schedule, technically I'm not streaming, but, yeah, taller. Yeah, tall, yeah. Oh yeah, you didn't hear, like, the mini dump of the information that can to Celene, technically. Because, technically, I never thought much for her age-wise, but I can confidently say she is old in terms of millennium ages. So she's, like, around, like, 20 to 30. Oh, no, 30 to 40. I think I put that around here. So she is the cusp of, like, a millennium lady. She's an old lady. So, yeah. I'm not going to put that in new Gen Z beat. She's a queen from the planet. She's queen from her own kingdom and such. And that proxy, she should be old enough. We're not going to have no young... or something. I don't know. Okay, so this is the... There we go. And I was in the middle of sketching. I didn't save it, but I have an idea for the story for how it was gonna go about, because I had like another character. I never gave him his name also, but It's like a black little like college nerd. I was debating whether or not to go with like the Yuri route or like the black straight route, who's also kind of queer in the way. I mean, they're both gonna be gay in the end, so I'm just like what route do the people want more? And so I was just like in the midst of thinking, but I had like the whole story that like I think with Celene, she was supposed to. Has anyone seen the Princess Project? Like the Princess Project Disney film. This has correlation. Trust me, this has actual significance. I'm just needed asking just in case if anyone knows like the Princess Project is. If so, I'm not like uh uh me like talking out my mind. It's like the Princess Project Protection Triple P is a movie with Demi Lovato and Miley Cyrus. It's a movie focusing around the fact that with the girls. Don't think I have. Okay, don't worry. I'm like, there's like a chance no one knows it because it's such like an old. It's I think it's from 2000. Hold on, Princess Protection. Princess Protection Program. It came out in 2009. Holy shatskis! It had Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato, and it starts a series. It's 2009, so yeah, that's old. It starts with those, and the story is it's about how there's a princess named Rosalina who's supposed to be soon queen of her kingdom, but got herself like attacked by like some guy, and so she's going into hiding in like the Triple P Foundation until everything blows its cover and calms down. And so that's when she meets with Demi Lovato's character, or no, Selena Gomez's character, who's just a normal girl in school and is just like the, I don't know, radio rebel type beat character. But anyway, they kind of like form a bond of friendship because the princess teaches her about how to be like girly, and and Selena Gomez's character is like, all right, I'm gonna teach you how to be like a normal high schooler because she technically is like a teenager, according to the movie's proxy. And so it's just like a movie where it centers around characters being protected from a facility and things like that. I don't know if I was gonna. I don't know. I don't want to recommend and say watch the movie because it's been like ever, and that movie probably has aged somewhere at some point. But I was very obsessed with it. I had like a book series tailored to it. But anyway, the princess, the queen here will technically be like a runaway, but has to be in hiding, and so falls to Earth. Our present, well, not present. I'll put this like in 2032 or whatever. We're not that advanced yet. I don't highly think we're that advanced yet. But in the near future, and our main guy is very into astrology and astronomy, and so it's as heavy into the stars and the cosmos and things like that, and so is harboring the queen and forms a relationship with her like never before. And the guy is like closer in the 30s, so he's like, I'll say like 29 ish, around like 20s to 30s at best, but he is an adult, so he is not like a teenager, if anything. But yeah, I'm debating to make like a love story or like a fucking like friendship route. I might do, I don't know, but they're gonna form something that they never thought, and they're gonna learn about Earth and the cultures and the stars. And yeah, that's it. That's the surface level as best I can give surface levels. I mean, if I go with like the regular friendship route, then I can make, because I wanted to add some the guy was supposed to be, does have like a partner, so it could be like a nice mutual friendship, a love friendship that's more of like they care about each other that much type of way. So who's to say? I don't know. It's in like, I'm just spitballing ideas. We barely made a reference to the other dude, let alone I don't know what the other dude would look like. So we're just going out here with like no idea, no knowledge. But yeah, as soon as I make sure I get the other artwork more for Blake and Caleb. I want to do more for them so I can at least branch out my OC-ness of arting. But yeah, watch the Princess Protection if you want to look at something, a truly original, a truly classic, what is prime Disney original. Because 2009 was a very interesting, was a very bliss time, and everyone was just like, yeah, we'll make whatever. And they sold like hotcakes. I think I got like the book also at the time, so I remember I was being obsessed with like, I want to be like a princess protection thing without not knowing what the hell a knight is. I was like, I want to be a princess protection, and I want to make sure I can like rescue the pretty ladies, make sure they're safe, not knowing that's what a little job of a knight is to do, because that's literally what it is in a way, but it's not technically described that. But yeah. Oh, I used the wrong curve. Okay, we're just gonna there. And then we're just gonna we might actually have to extend the line a tad bit farther, or the border, to make it bigger, because I'm at like the wall part, and I don't want that. Change canvas size. So, nope, that makes it da da da, and then da da da. No, that makes it no. And the word is the dark one I had. There we go. I've also been re-looking a bunch of old abridged series just for like the nostalgic feel, and so I was just it just brought me back to like a simpler time of me. Like wow, I used to think this was official, and now here I am, years later, realizing that no, these are not official. These are just parodies. And my god, the parodies are 10 times better than the original series after I've watched them. And I will kind of stand by that statement in a way. I mean, no, sometimes it's, or at least, I thought abridged series were made just because, people made them because the original series sucked. That's I think why, I think I did like the, Sword Art Online abridged series, because people have told me when to watch it. I was like, oh man, it's so much better than the original. You have no idea. I was like, I never saw the original, so I don't know what the difference is. Like, oh, you don't want to know. It's like really bad. I'm like, what's bad about it? I know now what it is. It's like a harem and worse, potential love thing with like blood relatedness. And so I'm just sitting here like, bruh, okay. But no knowledge now, prior before that. I was like, okay, I thought it was still like official, which is kind of funny still. To this day, I'm like, man, what if I just never knew the word abridging went to this day? Like, am I just gonna take everything at face value? Like, man, I can't believe this anime series ended, man. Man, they had like 9 episodes, so like, kid, there's more. You are aware of that, right? It's like, what? It continues. And I was like, yeah, it's not like perma over. But it was always baffled me because I thought at the time bridge series were just like the official thing, which is still funny to me to this day. Also, I've been slowly getting more wacky promo aesthetics on my timeline, and I'm like, fuck yeah, finally. You have no idea how much I fuck heavy with wacky promo. That's my favorite aesthetic. I mean, next to vape, I have like a list of aesthetics that I do like, but wacky promo hits something. I don't know what. It hits so different. It's the aesthetic of like uh what edutainment style games and everything was like. Like it is insane. You're not seeing what you think you're seeing, and oh my god, it is glorious. And how buildings used to legit look freaky. Like convention stands and like movie theaters. And then there's a time when people were so like not afraid to be in to make a creativeness. Like wacky promo was like there. And so I remember so much many buildings I went to that had like this feeling of like you're in an entirely different world. This feels like it was like neon greens and blues and yellows and reds and everything just like surrounding it, and you're just like, oh my great heavens, this is so much. Like, oh dear God. And now because today and people are like, we gotta picture the money stays in our like budgets and we gotta make it boring as fuck. We gotta make like every building looks kind of like dog water and like boring concessional stands, and I'm just like, oh, body. And this is facet. Oop, oop, too far. But I saw like a wacky promo appreciation tweet, and I think I retweeted that immediately. I was like, I want to live in a house where I straight up live somewhere like this. Like I want a house that just oozes out the energy of me being in some weird freaking like I'm in a mad scientist's lab and I want to I cannot escape, or no, not I can't escape. Like I'm like helping like a wacky scientist who's like, I'm gonna use this invention and I'm gonna turn all the clouds into cotton candy. And then everyone will soon have cotton candy clouds, and they'll be surely in for a very sticky situation. I don't know. That's where I ride with the Cubo and the Crashbox, because they were both back to back. I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. I now see why now Cubo, or not Cubo, a little curious and freaking Crashbox would be in that category, because they're both insane like series when you really realize it. I mean, you heard me describe this the one episode. You like for one episode, and I'm just sitting here like, oh great heavens, God, why? Oh no. Like, who's knows? Or what world would I think the one how the bleh, my English bleh, shut up me. How if there's one how what would the world look like if there was like one aesthetic tailored to it? Like think about it. I have a theory, and I don't know if it's and it might be really true. If people are discovering within the knowledge of aliens a presence in the world, who's to say that there's a high chance that we have the possibility of aesthetics that exist in other planet worlds? Like seriously, really think about it. People have made 1,000 upon thousands of different universes. Where is my... No, not that. No, I want to flip it. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. Where's flip it? Where's flip it? Where's flip it? Where's flip it? Flip. There we go. Because there's like 1,000 universes and 1,000 aesthetics, and there's like a ton of aesthetics that would fit inside some of those universes. So I always imagine what it would be like if we're in an alternate universe where those aesthetics are like the daily norm. Like they're like the daily norm of like something to live with. So like it's a universe that's constantly always cottagecore forever. Like you wake up in like a cottage. There's no such thing as like technology. Well, I mean technology obviously does exist, but like there's no like like no corporations, no buildings like skyrocketing like terrible like universe, but it's like you woke up, it's a cottagecore world, and you have like the dress and attire, and you listen to like the music every day. So infinite aesthetic and different. Yeah, in a way. Because technically, aesthetics are just different universes when you really think about it. I mean, obviously, none of them are like, they don't like, some of them don't like exist today. Some of them are just like man-made others, but like they probably like exist in like an alternate universe. So like vaporwave, like you wake up to like a vaporwave world, so it will be like, and it depends on how it is because there's like subcategories in that. Because like, how are you gonna live like the whole general world be like vaporwave, or like the subcategories? And then what was it? Cyberpunk, like in the world of cyberpunk, or let me phrase that, a cyberpunk aesthetic type world where it is technology based always, and it's kind of depending on how it goes, it will either be super like dark dystopian or like the bright pop-esque version. Well, I mean, it could exist both. And then you'll have like what, like kidcore, which is just the brightness, like everything's just the saturation is just jacked up to like 100 all the way. Cause like they'll have different the coloring, the different lighting, the different world and the mooning. And then by that, then what about fucking like dark academia, because that's like an entire subgenre world in its own, because that world entirely feels. Did I give her eyebrows? I guess not technically, but nope, that feels weird. Nope, that feels weird still. But yeah, like dark academia, I'm pretty sure there's an entire universe that exists. I feel like there's a dark academia like place in like the world. I just don't know. But like when you really think, there's like a world that's like fully like scholared. There's like the whole vibe, the whole energy. It fits that entire thing, you know? Like it fits it. But it heavy depends on like, because we have to be aware, because there's some universe that possibly are bad. Like when you really think about it, there's a universe out there that possibly is I'm gonna make you white just for this sake. That probably are like dangerous to live in, because aesthetics, as much as is like, visually pleasing, what are the chances something bad could happen? Like something bad could technically happen to, say, I don't know, like liminal spaces. Would you want to live in a world that's like nothing but a liminal space? And by that, you have to be in wary fear of being possibly stuck in some sort of backward rooms labyrinth, and you really can't like escape, possibly. I would not. Or would it be like, okay, we'll take out that thing aside. What if it's just like a world that is just living constantly in like a liminal space? So like you wake up in like some sort of like world. There's no like surface, but every level technically is, or grounding is technically is its own like liminal spaces, and you have to like no clip through a lot of them as much as you can. That heavy depends though. There's like a lot of like logistics you have to think about how to make it like work. I don't know. I'm just speaking out with like from what because that's like the base hair. Because we don't know. We gotta make like the fluffy hair on top of it, and that's we'll use the dark green. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool if you were to live in like an aesthetic world. What one would you like want to live in? And by that, you have to live with all like the pros and the cons of said the universe. Like the entirety, like you have to be like aware of the history and how it came to fruition to be. If anything, I legit still might do the vaporwave world. It seems like legit kind of cool still, regardless. Because I know what I did an entire research paper. I know what I'm gonna get myself into. I know. Am I gonna have to listen to the same repeated songs? Yeah, but it'll be better. But you just gotta be like, or what if it's like instead of like the different subcategories can be like different neighborhoods and like different like parts of like the world. So you have like the main world, which is like one aesthetic, and then you have like the different subcategories that are like different aesthetics. So you have if you have something that is cottagecore drop like as your mainland, you go to another one that's like cottagecore, but it's like a different type of cottagecore type of beat. So it's like, or like academia. Academia is like a good example. Academia is like an example of like a universe that technically has like an infinite one because you have dark academia, then you have and then you have there's like I think three no there's like a thousand different styles of that type of thing. So you have like different neighborhoods to like kind of explain like how they are. So vaporwave, since you have the mainland vaporwave, and then you'll have like the category of okay, we'll have synthwave as your like your neighboring land, and then you'll have the different version, and then you have lo-fi, and then you'll have the doomer, and then you'll have fucking I don't know broken transmission and things like that, and then you have like subcategories in the subcategories. Like how that might work technically. Like oh, I didn't think of that. Oh no, I had to like think about that like immediately. I was like, wait, what about the sub? Because like there's like so many different sub aesthetics like within the aesthetics. There's no legit like one straight ahead. Because if that's the case, then Figaro aesthetic has like a bunch. There's like a bunch, and there's like the color variations. How many? What is this type of? What was the different aesthetics for Figaro? Hold on. Fuji, Figaro aesthetic because there's like a ton of like different Figaro because there's the main one and then you have I'm trying to actually scroll on my phone real quick about the different types like give me a second because I know there's like subcategories and genres. Okay, so there's the visuals. Okay, yeah, the subgenres. You have the Y2K futurism, then you have flat design, and then you have Futigero Echo, which is like the main one. You have Dark Arrow, which is like the black version of it, apparently. Then you have Technos. Then you have the four colors, which is like the era of iPod, apparently. Like the orange version, you have the aqua version, then you have like the full Aurora version of it. Like there's like 1,000 versions of the thing. And so you're sitting here like what universe technically would you be able to be in if you were able to like be inside those universes? Yeah, they made me like think really heavy on that. And that's just me giving like an example, so it could technically just be like a whatever thing and just be like, I don't know. Cause I might legit do like vaporwave. That world seems kind of like nice to live in general because I mean they don't really like capitalism much, but dude, imagine the beaches. They're like so nice. The water is clear. Well, not clear. It's gonna be like no, it will be clear. It'll be like a crystal type of clear. It'll be super calming and everything and shit. Like damn. And then you have like other things like bruh or uh yeah, oh yeah. With the floating statue heads, I think they might be like the floating statue heads 100% would be like I think security if you think about it. Or ooh, liminal space. Okay, not the liminal space, but the backroom liminal space, but the liminal space that's like legit liminal space where it's like clean, pleasant, like so nothing like a neighborhood. I think I might live with Dreamcore. Dreamcore or Weirdcore could also be an interesting world to like try and thrive and survive in, considering it is basically just depending on how it is, it's like way weirder than anything else. But that really like depends. Like it puts like into perspective like how would you go to survive? Yeah, that's the thing. Dreamcore seems like people will think like, oh, Dreamcore would work. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. There's something off when it comes to Dreamcore, and I like Dreamcore. It's too scary. Like it's too it's too terrifying because you think everything is pleasant and everything technically is pleasant, but something's just not right. It's the subtleness. It's just something's like not adding up. It's too comfy. I mean, like that and Weirdcore, because they're both in the same uncanny valley of like, this is basically you're just living in your dream. Like, and if you know dreams, it's the scariness when when you're in a dream. Like you can straight up is hello, what exactly is Dreamcore? Hey, oh, Dreamcore is an aesthetic, has been making its I can give like an abridged version of it. Dreamcore is an aesthetic that basically centers around the thought of the mind, liminal spaces, and things like that. Think of like your dream, like whenever you sleep, whenever you have like a dream essentially, you really don't like yeah, I can find like an actual definition for it. But it's like imagine just like you're sleeping, right? You're in like this weird nebulous space of limbo where things make sense and not make sense. It's like a comfort zone for you. And the problem is with the many dream chords, it's nice, it's comfy, it's very sweet. However, if you know how dreams react when you know you're in a dream, they can like hip shift immediately. Because have you ever had like a dream where you're just talking with a person or like a celebrity? We'll just say you're talking with, I don't know, hit famous singer Gordon Ramsay. Why is he a singer? I don't know. It's just your dream. But he's just like, you're just sitting and chatting with him, and it's all nice, and it's everything's nice, and all of a sudden, you just have your mind just shifts. Or you shift, you realize yourself, huh, this is a dream. And sometimes when you know you're in a dream, it's like super cool because you can like you have like the power to do like whatever you want. It's like the best. So I don't know the name of it. It's like limbo, no. Lucid, yeah, thank you. Lucid dreaming. When you lucid dream, it's like the best because you know it's like the best part. But it's a rare occurrence when you realize you're in a dream and you tell the person in the dream that they are in a dream. They like a sudden shift occurs. They immediately they like look at you dead in the eye and like, how do you know that? You're not supposed to know that. And like the world just caves the fuck in and you're just like, oh dear god, oh no. But Dreamcore is like the hopefully pleasantized version of it in a way. Weirdcore, however, oh my gosh, Weirdcore is like oddly comforting, but not in like the good way. Like the setting eeriness. Lucid dreaming is so hard to do. I used to lucid dream a lot, but I think I stopped at some point when I was like, I didn't know how I was able to know when I was in a dream or something. I'm terrified because I don't want to screw things up. Oh no, there's a way to lucid dream. There's a couple of tips on how to figure it out. For one, usually when you know you're lucid dreaming, you give yourself like a signal to know like this is 100% a dream that you're in. Like some signal in your head that lets you know that this is not what's supposed to, this is a signal, it's supposed to not be here. That means it's a dream. So for example, if I'm dreaming and my signal is like my signal is the freaking, a red, or no, or a certain number or something. Like I look down and I see like a little dog just walking across me. That indication right there will tell me, okay, this is a dream. And so I can do whatever you want with it. It's hard to catch it and hard to see it manifesting because by the time you realize it, it's like too late. Yeah, weirdcore is just weird stuff. It's like well, it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be like all eerie and everything, but you're just like, yeah. But I think you're doing well. Oh shoot, I didn't caught your name. Let me, Frenchie analyst. I think we're super well. Yeah, so there's ways to tell you are dreaming, but it really is hard because dreams are unfucking predictable. You don't know when they're coming, you don't know when it's gonna happen, and the worst part is you don't know when you're falling asleep. So you're just in like a state of like figuring out like a timing and right. Every time I become aware and I'm waking up, oh no! Those are the worst ones! No, those are the worst ones! I know, I agree with you! That's like the worst things. It's the minute when you like, you know you're dreaming and you can feel like, this is gonna be like my weird how I interpret it waking up. Like you realize you're dreaming and it's super fun and cool, but the minute you feel like your eyes opening up, like everything disappears. It's like this ending of Coraline when like the other's mother's world disappears and you're just seeing like the unwinding traveling of everything just full on into like overdrive and you're like, oh shit, I'm waking up right now, dude, no. Like it's the worst. It's worse when you like when you know you're in a dream, but your brain decides to mess with you for shits and giggles. Like you know you're in a dream and like it decides to like mess with like, okay, have you ever had dreams where you woke up and you're living like a normal life or something and then you wake up again and you realize you lived like an entire hour, like an entire life and like everything and you're like, I was just asleep for 8 hours? Dude, I got like homework done, I got like my assignments done, I got like so much done, like, and you made me live like an entire life. I wasted my time for nothing. For nothing. Oh, it's the worst. I hate it. Or it's worse when like, okay, I had like a legit example of this happening to me. So one time I had a dream and it was, I don't know, I can't remember. This is a bad cuff. It was a dream, whatever. And so I was like fully like, I woke up because it was a nightmare or something. And I woke up from my dream. And then I woke up to my living room. And because context, I was sleeping in my old home living room. And so I saw my TV. I was in my living room. My TV was in front of me. My book and everything, it looked normal. And so I thought, ah, damn, okay, I think I must have turned the TV on or something by mistake when I was watching stuff. All right, let's go. And I tried to turn on my lamppost, and I thought I kept missing it because it was so dark in my room. Or in the living room in general. And so I was like, weird, I should be able to grab it because it was not that far from me because it was like right across from me. I was like, okay, that's weird. How am I not reaching the lamppost? There should be like something there. And then immediately my mind like did like there was like a scene from a movie that's like the Revelation lens zoom in. Or from like from Guardian of the Galaxy, where I think Sky, what's his face, was like, what? Like, it broke my heart when I put that tumor in her head. Like that scene, like I had that exact panel shot moment kicked in, and it made me realize that, wait a second, I don't have a side desk lamp, I have an above desk lamp. And then the minute I revealed that, I woke up again. And I was like, was my brain just fucked? Was my brain just like being like a jerk for the sake? Like, what the heck? Like, it took that moment and it just like booted me out. I was like, how do I have a dream within a dream within a dream? How does it even work? How's it even possible? Better question. I was legit upset with myself. I was upset with my brain. That entire like I think day, I was like, how dare you give me that? What is wrong with you? It's like the difference of these looping the dreams. Yeah. Oh my god! It's the pre-looping the rooms before the looping the rooms song came out. That is a funny realizational hit. But it kind of was though, cause like I was not expecting my dream to be like, all right. Like, let's do this one time. Let's see if we can mess with Kit for like a bit. I want to see how far we can like make them. The worst part is like waking up 3 times. Like, How would you feel if you woke up like 3 different times and you're like, okay, like that will mess me up real bad. Oh my god. Alright, now we're gonna do the shoesums. But the best dreams are the ones where I've had like a dream diary journal where I've kept, or I used to, but I've had so many like dreams where like they were so good. I was like, I always remember them constantly. And you know they were a good dream because God, it's gonna be embarrassing. I was sleeping and I had like a weird. Well, actually, no. This actually plays in the actual dream I had. Waking up in a cold sweat after nightmare is something for me. Oh no, yeah, that's the worst part. When you woke up in like a cold sweat from like a very like almost realistic situation, and you're like, the reason why apparently it does that because your brain doesn't know what death is like, so it kind of gives you like that sense of like jolt in your head to kind of force to wake you up. So that's why you'll have, if you have like a nightmare or something like taking over and it get like too intense, your brain will like, it's like a jump start to you and you'll end up waking up like up and ready, just like, oh my god, what just happened? So yeah, it's because your brain's thinking you're dying, but you don't know what dying is like. So it kind of is giving you like a hypothesis of what it could possibly be like. Which, cool, but still, it kind of messes with me because I don't like what's with the dreams of me drowning, brain? It's like one of those things like, exactly! Exactly! The best dreams were, okay, I had like many dreams where my parents and my guardians know that I had like a good dream, and so I can recite them word for word. Well, not word for word, but I can recite them as enough as I can from immediately. So, the first dream I had was I had something freaky during my sleep paralysis. Oh no, those are the worst. Not sleep paralysis. I have never experienced that, so I'm always scared to get that because I don't know when it will happen. Because I don't know how it happens. Because I'm just like, when does it occur? How does it occur? I can't. Accessories. But I had a dream where, okay, so this was during like the early YouTube. So early as in like peak YouTube era. In terms of like, well, the era it was occurring in. It was like 2015, 2014, I don't know. Like peak YouTube at its finest. Anyway, so this stream took place when I was in middle school. So I was in Pennsylvania Middle School at the time. And so I was in class, in my middle school class, and we was doing math. I think I just really didn't like math at the time, so I was just upset I was doing math. But we had like a large TV. You know how some schools will have like, well, not all schools, but some schools they'll have like a giant TV/projector where they'll post like announcements for like school events and holidays and like birthday celebrations and everything, and like, here's our student telling the news and good morning, blah blah blah, whatever. We didn't have that in our actual school. I didn't actually have that in my actual school, but we had, I guess it's in my dream form, so I was just like, okay then. And one time my sleep paralysis is Freddy Fazbear just because I was randomly playing FNAF crazy me. Oh man, was Fazbear just staring, looming over you, just like, hey, I know. It's like, hey, I know it's technically it's like 5 a.m. You have like 1 minute to wake up. Be a shame if I jump scare you right now. But we had like a little announcement thingy that kicked in, and so it was just like, breaking news, all the YouTubers you've ever loved are going to like the big YouTuber convention, because I didn't know about YouTubeCon or VidCon or things like that, but my mind was able to formulate the thing YouTuber Convention Center without knowing what the hell VidCon or TwitchCon or any convention was at the time, without knowing that they did exist. And so it had like a panel shot of every single YouTuber that I did watch, and like others who I did, and just other people. So it was like, look at all these fantastic stars coming here. It's PewDiePie at the time when he was big, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Dan TDM. I didn't watch him, but I knew of friends who watched him. Captain Sparkles, like every single person ever in the Sims. And so it was like, oh man, this is truly a place. And it's only available if a person reaches like 1,000 subscribers. Oh, and so like I had a YouTube channel at the time, but I was just a sad, measly one person. I was like, I only have like, no, I had like 50 or whatever. It's like, damn, I'm never gonna like the big stars. Because people were like, man, when you reach like 1,000 subscribers, that's like when you make it big. And so, we had, it was like a convention holding where like all the YouTubers were like sitting down and they were like watching, but the grand revealios of Mr. President YouTuber was coming by and making something. And so it was revealed when the Mr. YouTuber came in. They were like, oh my god, I'm glad I have every single YouTuber here. But you have all been tricked. And everyone was like, what are you talking about, Mr. YouTuber? It's like, for you see, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm Big Sponsor. I don't know what his name. I don't know if it was that his name, but it was like something sponsor. Top of puppy. Oh, cute puppy. What's their breed and like their age? I hope you treat them well. And give them lots of goodness and belly rubs. But it was all the YouTubers like legit will gasp. What happened? What do you mean? It's like, for you see, I've had like a hatred vendetta against you YouTubers and you content creators. And so I decided I'm gonna make my I'm gonna treat y'all wrong. And so the big businessman was like, put like some weird smoky gas in the room and all the YouTubers fell. And so because of that, they became zombies, like selling sponsors. They were sponsor zombies. And so everyone's just like, was like, oh my god. Because I think the biggest thing that was like at the time was like Raid Shadow, or what was like or Honey, or not Gamer Subs, because that wasn't like big. I think it was like Wix. So they're just spewing out sponsors constantly. And because of that, yeah, Honey was there. And because of the reason why they were doing sponsors is because this was like during the same time when the adpocalypse was like coming around. Yeah, Raid Shadow's like, this video was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Enjoy this game where it was like the more like hype things like that. So like Raid and Honey and Wix and begged for, this is gonna be like a cut deep wound if he was there, Amino. Like, this video is sponsored by the Amino app. Join communities today. I have my own little community where we have the blah 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 whatever. So it was like when everyone's doing like sponsors and everyone's doing like a sponsorship thing. And so, oh Jesus, yeah, I got you. Yeah, Amino's really like a very Amino was like a terrible place. Pause my dream aside, Amino was shit. It was not really good. I don't think I saw a single person who was like, I liked it. It was not this. I was in the Danganronpa Amino. You have any idea how scary people are in role plays? I was just like, I didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing of that. And I was just like, oh dear God. But yeah, Amino was like everywhere. So people were like becoming sponsorship zombies. I never touched Amino, but my friend somehow survived that. Dude, I had like 3 Amino communities. I had the Danganronpa one. I was in the Honey Dojo one, because I was just discovering that. I was in the Littlest Pet Shop, and then no, not Littlest Pet Shop, My Little Pony, and then finally I was in the OC Art Amino one, because I was very heavy into like I was watching it, and kids didn't know about it. So there's creeps and freaks and things. Thank God, all my Amino stuff is there. But rip, because you've never seen like a blatant attempt to be like, hey guys, welcome to my Amino channel. Today we're gonna do some art of like my dang. I still have my Danganronpa art like in my sketchbooks. You'd be surprised. I post that like daily. It's still terrifying, but yeah, ads and everything were like sponsoring, and so the guy, the Mr. Evil, what's his guy was like, ha 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 ha, behold, now everyone is now a sponsor, and it was only accessible to people who reach 1,000 followers on YouTube, and it's irreversible. You cannot change it. It's inevitable. So ha. And so because of that response, everyone was just like, wait a second, you have to reach 1,000 people. And so one of our in my dream classmate had 1,000, like just hit 1,000. And so immediately it was like slowly turning into like a sponsor segment beast, which is somehow contagious if bitten someone or touched, like the extreme version of cooties. First time posting me, I already had like a hate comment. Oh my god! Jesus! Well, that's Amino. Thankfully, it's never going in. It's gone. Thankfully, it's gone. All of the, I mean, screw the people still there, but my god, I still miss, like, I had like legit genuine connections on Amino there. It was nice. And so, yeah. But still, screw Amino. You really harmed so many artists. But anyway, the virus spread, and so everyone was like slowly saying a sponsor segment, and everyone was just like, oh no, that's terrible, we gotta escape. And so everyone escaped out the room and classroom, and when we went outside, we saw a horde of many YouTubers. Like at the time, the big ones were like sponsor zombie segments and like trying to like they were like selling their souls or whatever, and they were like, oh, like, hey, do you want to join, you want to make a proper website? We have Wix, or no, Squarespace, you can use that to make a proper site. Or if you want, they're like evil car salesmen, and yet car salesmen are like evil, and so you're just like, oh god, oh, you're back, welcome back. And so everyone's just like, oh my god, we have to get out of here, there's like a bunker. And so like half my classmates were infected. I was the only one not, because I'm the main character in my own dream. Yes, I'm that petty. And so I was like, I gotta find a way to get out of here. I gotta find a way to get to the elites, because there are some people who are technically not corrupted by sponsors or whatever, and they're the ones who I did actually watch, so that was like the important thing. And so imagine me going through snow cities. I don't know, it was like Mad Max somehow. I don't know, I've never seen it, but all of a sudden I almost got cornered in the dream. And so I think I was cornered by, I don't know who the YouTuber was, but I'm gonna say, for the sake of this like example, to modernicity, we'll say and because we was talking about him earlier, we'll just say like a Quackity, just for the sake, like a random YouTuber that's just like there. And so it was like, you're gonna be sponsored, you're gonna join the dark side. I was like, I don't want to. And then the YouTuber then got immediately, the zombie version got like blasterized, and I got saved by my favorite the content creators, who were like, don't worry, we're forming a team of people who will definitely not be succumb to this terrible, I didn't mean to erase that little tidbit that's supposed to be there actually, who are not gonna be succumb to this travesty. And so it had like, okay, I'm gonna list off the YouTubers because they were very important at the time. So you had Dwayne and Jazz, who were reactors. You had Somehow the Death Battle. This is before they revealed their face / their characters. So it was just Ben and Chad from Death Battle, if you know anything about Death Battle. And then you had somehow Markiplier was there. He technically he was supposed to be, but I guess he was just not, because you can't infect the king. And there was one more, but because of controversies, he was very not a good person. So at the time, he was fine, but now later he had like some bad stuff, so he's really not a good person. So yeah. And so they were like, we're gonna like figure out like Oh, I think I know. Oh, that's gonna be hard. There's like 1,000 content creators who are like all controversial. You'd be surprised in that in that field. You'd be surprised on who that narrows down. But put aside from that, then you have like the people. They're like, all right, we're gonna assemble a team. We're gonna save these content creators from being shameless plugs and batteries to the oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that, to the world of, consumerism, because YouTube's about expressing yourselves and being one. And so I was like, they were like, all right, are you in? And before I said and everything was like, it was like intense, it was like cinematic, I was zoomed in, like, and they were like, are you in the team? And before I said anything, I woke up and I was like, what the heck happened? No. It's like I woke up from that dream and I was so pissed that I wasn't able to like redream that exact dream again, or at least get a part 2. So I don't know if it's inevitable if I did ever join or not. And so I'm just like, god damn it. But who knows? Maybe somewhere I'll weirdly have that dream again. Yeah, it's the worst. I was like, I didn't get like a part 2 or nothing. I was just stuck. I was like, god damn it. I was like, god damn it. It was the most, no, it wasn't even to be continued. It was like canceled it was canceled. The dream, I tried so hard to recreate that dream. I couldn't know how I did it, and it was just never picked up. And it sucked. It sucked, man. Cliffhanger by your own mind. I know! My mind hated me! It was like, damn it! It was like, do I join and save the apocalypse? Do I stop it? I don't know, because my brain decided to mid-cancel my entire epic thing when it was not even reaching the pilot. And I was just like, damn it! The funny thing is, I woke up afterwards from the dream, and my nana was cleaning. I was at my nana's house during the time when I was having that dream, and so she was in the room cleaning, and she was like, hey, how'd you sleep? I was like, oh, I slept good. Why? I was like, oh, well, I checked in your room, and you must have been having a really good dream considering you're like smiling from ear to ear. I was like, oh dear god. I didn't know I was smiling that much. I don't know, like, what made you so giddy in your dream? I was like, I don't know. I didn't know what to explain it to her. I was like, shit. Like, oh no. I don't know, YouTubers? Oh, nice seeing you, kid. Take care. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by, Boa, and thank you for the birthday art. We'll end soon, hopefully, when we gotta do the coloring phase, if anything else, because we are dead ass close to the ending. We are so close. It's worse when you dream, you sleep talk. I apparently am like a sleep talker, but I never noticed that I was sleep talking. So I had a moment where my mom and I was at a hotel and we were just like relaxing and just talking and whatever. And so she had a dream and I had a dream. So my context of this one was like, with my parents for me sleep talking. Oh, it's so awkward, cause it's weird when people are like, oh yeah, sleep talking is like a thing, and you're like, oh man, that's weird. That'll never happen to me, and it happens, and you're like, oh dear, great heavens. But this one has like context in the dream. So, I was weirdly a Snow White character type beat. I don't know why, but I was. So I was just a Snow White character, and so I was awarded some weird ass award. I was like for like protecting the forest or whatever. And so everyone was like, all right, Snow White, can you give us a glorious speech to share with us on how you vanquished the evil queen or whatever? I don't know. And so I was like, I had like weirdly enough, I was at the time kind of scared of public speech and talks and things like that. And so I was like, uh-oh, I don't know what to say for here. And so I was just like, well, thank you, I guess, for this award or something. I don't know what I did to like deserve this, but I mean, if y'all were cool with me winning it, Shout out to the squirrels. Shout out to, I guess, my brains. Rest in peace, evil mother. And yeah, and everyone was just like, it's the real stand up and clap. It's like awkward. It's awkward how I can explain it. It's so awkward. And the thing is, the next day, my mom woke up. I was waking up. My mom was like, "Hey, sweetheart, did you wake up well? You slept well?" I was like, "Yeah, I did." Why? It's like, "Yeah, like, were you aware you was talking in your sleep?" I was like, "What gives you that idea that I was talking in my sleep, Mom?" And she was like, "Well, you had this weird dream. Essentially, apparently you was a queen, you was Snow White, and you was giving some weird speech in the forest, some weird acorn award." And so I didn't know if that was like a real thing or not, or if you're like aware of that. I was like, "Oh no, oh shit, oh shit, I didn't realize that." I was like, "Oh, oh no, that's crazy. I didn't know that at all." But I was like, deep down, I was like, "Oh man, I think I was just talking that because that's too exact and explicit." Soldiers stay with my parents for me sleep talking. It's such like a I have like a recording device to catch me when I do sleep talking, but the damn recording thing doesn't work without me having too much storage on my phone end. So I'm like, I given up on that entirely. So I'm like, you know what? If I hear it, I hear it. If I somehow talk, I'll talk. But my dreams have been just like, ugh, I hate it. I hate it. But it's kind of funny just seeing how like people reacting to them. Just like, huh, I guess it was not all in my head as it was once was. It was just loud enough for everyone in the world to be like fully aware of it, I guess. But I'm at the point where I love the dreams where um liminal dreams, lucid dreams are like super fun. So it's been a while, if anything. There's ways to like weirdly formulate a dream you want specifically to have. Like if you want like a specific dream, you're like, "Oh man, you don't want I want this particular dream." But I'm with this. There's dreams I really have accidentally, and I'm like, I want more of that dream. I don't know what the hell I triggered, but I want more of it, please. When I was saying I was heavy into like when I was into Wildcrats, well, still am into Wildcrats. I don't know how. I just got a weird dream with them in it, and I'm just like, what the frick just happened? How'd they show up? Or it's worse. It's worse when it's like YouTubers or content creators. I'm now entering this phase in like dreams where I have like content creators who are just in my dream, and I'm just sitting here like, how did you end up in my dream? What the hell are you coming from? Hello? It's literally the Adam Sandler. What are you doing here? Waiting for them to play Gundam style type beat. And I'm just like, huh, cool, okay. You're not the real person, judging from how this is going on. But oh yeah, all ad breaks are done. Welcome back from anyone from ads. But it was just very, very funny. Just like, what the heck are you doing? It's like, I've been waiting for them to play Gangnam Style. I've been sitting on that for years. I'm just like, okay. Cause it'd be weird if I just like I never ever watched them for like a year and somehow they just pop in my head. And I'm just like, where are you coming from? The funny thing is dreams can be like so like they can like predict futures and things like that. I want to save this real quick so I don't like end up messing it up or losing all my process. I had like a dream, I'll get good dreams where I got psychological nightmares. Oh no, I got like the creepy ones. So don't worry, my dreams were not all sunshine and rainbows. I've had so many moments where I don't know how to describe this wording right. It was some weird freaking FNAF dreams, specifically FNAF 3 dreams. And I never liked FNAF 3 at the time. FNAF was always a scary game to baby me. And so there's one game that I don't like was not FNAF 4, FNAF 3. I just didn't like William Afton because I didn't like the concept of just having a no door thing situation. Well, I think FNAF 1 and FNAF 2 were the thing. Or no, FNAF 2 and 3 were the scary ones. Cape and earring. There we go. And then we'll just do that. So they'll be just behind like a lot of things. The hair will be on the top because yes. Or behind, I don't know. I dream when I got like blacked out in my home with 3M spooky, and then someone would drag me into the darkness like spooky, following from memory since I last done that. And, oh, that is terrifying. That's scary. There's always like a thing with dreams and how dreams do have like subliminal messages and are able to like predict some like passage, subconsciously telling you something without you technically knowing what it is. So you could be like having like some dream freaking about, I don't know, financials, and it'll be like symbolic or something like that. Gotta head out. Thanks for the chill stream. Oh, thank you for popping by, Frenchie. I'm glad you was able to join. I hope to see you more. If you like, you can follow if you want. But don't worry, we have chill vibes like 24 kind of 7-ish. Not 365 day because I'm not all the time. But take care. But I've had so many freaking like dreams are like symbolic or something, and they can like predict the. Actually, no. I've had dreams where they predict the future, and they're like creepy AF. Like they're out of context, like types of dreams. But the dreams that were like, when you look at it, you're like, oh my god, that makes too much sense. So, okay, there is one where I'm walking somewhere, like me and I'm walking somewhere, I don't know where, but it's just a walking distance. But we were just traversing somewhere, and then the thing is, it was like a white room. It was just me walking a white room. But I know wherever I am, it's in a short distance. So I got to the door, and the door was like tall and was like glowy, omniscient, like godly being door. And all of a sudden, I opened the door, and then a bunch of apples fell on top of me. Like a bunch of like red delicious, the apple type. And so I woke up from that dream. I was like, that was weird and confusion. But it turns out that dream kind of predicted, because my middle school class at the time was going to a field trip to our newly built community hospital. And so one of the things that, because I was in the area, it was a very short walking distance from point A to B. So we walked there. And so I was like, whoa, we're walking? I told my friend this immediately, and they were like, bro, this happened in our dream. We were like walking to the school and everything in the hospital. I was like, really? It's like, yeah, like this happened like exactly. And then when we took the tour around the hospital and everything, it was like fine and dandy. And then before we left, we got like goodie bags. And one of the things from the goodie bags was toothbrush, floss, like napkins, sanitary stuff. But more importantly, it was an apple, specifically the red delicious, the red apple that was in my dream. And so I was like, what the frick? That just predicted the thing that I had also. So it knew, the dream knew what I had. And so I was like, subconsciously, I didn't know there was going to be an apple. And yet, for some reason, there it is, just there. And so I was like, oh, that's trippy as fuck. I had to like tell like my friends, and I told like my entire family and my friends. I was like, dude, I think I predicted the future. And I was like, really? That's great. And I was like, no, it really happened. I was able to like everything. It was there. I was like, cool, that's great, sweetheart. I was like, I thought for the longest time I legit was like a psychic or something. So I was like, oh man, I can use this power to see into the future, kinda. But I didn't know where it was happening or when it was happening. So I was just like, oh man, like some advanced in a way, yeah, it was like advanced thoughts. It was like an advanced thought. Like I was able to see into like the future and everything. Oh man, it was really trippy. Honestly, my proudest moment. And the second one, and the thing is, it was so out of context, so I didn't even know what was gonna happen. The second time I had like another dream moment where it like kicked in for me, where I was just like, Okay, this definitely happened at some point somewhere before. It was another dream where I was cleaning, or no, I was with some friends and we were all just, I guess, hanging out, I guess, or something. But we were in an area where we had a bucket. We all had like a bucket, and then one of the things in the bucket was like a pure I picked up a rectangle with eyes, like just eyes. Why? I don't know, but it was there. And lo and behold, why the heck when we was cleaning the next day, oh shoot. So we was cleaning the next day, we got in ourselves freaking I got like a sponge that was legit like was like formed weirdly. Because of that, it had like two bumps perfectly symmetrical across from each other that straight up looked like it had like eyes. And so I was just like, oh great heaven God. Like what the heck? And I had to tell my friends like, dude, this also happened in my dream too. I was like, oh man, because it was like too oddly specific to have like a sponge. Like it was so oddly specific in a way. I didn't know how to like describe it, but it was there. It was there, and so I was like, huh, interesting. I like to imagine a multiplayer dream. Oh, multiplayer dream? How the heck would that? That'd be terrifying, actually. Imagine just having a like everyone shares like the same dream, and that means anyone could like possibly mess around with another if wanted. That would be like funny and yet terrifying at the same time. Or we have like a group dreaming thing. Who knows? There probably is a way people do like group dreams and things, and people are able to like figure out how to have them all together. If we can have like a way for people to play freaking oh my god, better wait, no, I just have better dream. If it's the same multi-dream, but we all have proximity chat. Like everyone just has proximity chat in their dream. So while you're dreaming up your own, you can hear someone else's dream and being like, oh my god, what is that? Like, Jesus Christ. The backroom game. Oh, it could be like that. That'd be trippy though. That'd be funny, but that'd be trippy. Oh, I missed like, oh my gosh, my gradients have been messed up. I missed another killer. It'd be kind of funny though, I'm not gonna lie. That'd be really funny though. Doop. And then doop. And then where's my thingy? Doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't know. With how the future is, who knows? Maybe one day we'll achieve that dream level of having proxy in dreams. And if that's the case, then good God, then I don't want to near be no freaky dreams. That'll be terrifying to witness. Okay, so now that is the cape completed. So now we'll just move that down a tad bit so we don't have to worry about that. And I might just erase this just for the sake for me not, you know. As long as we have an earring holder placement, I am good by that. Oh right, I didn't do the hair part, base hair part erasure thing. Oopsies. Where is my eraser vector? There we go. Hard to think to be cozy when you're sleeping and waking up breathing. Oh, it's such a feel. Like you want to step out. It's like it hits different. It's a different hit. I don't know. It just hits. The mornings hit me so different than the ones when you're like in the motion of like, relaxing, this is beautiful. And the minute you wake up, you're like, oh my god, why is the morning like freezing like terribly? Okay, and now we'll erase this part. We might continue this off another point, but I just need to get like some of the color bases like out the way immediately. If anything. Okay, so I think that is all of the things that I need to do so far. Okay, we might have to move the earring up top, actually pulled up. Just for the sake so we can actually know, because this is technically supposed to be behind the hair. It's coloring so far, kid. Don't worry, it's not. I only have just the gradients. It's literally nothing yet so far. So hopefully we'll do this the next art stream. Will complete it because I know I have 2 art streams. But right now, this is looking so far. This might be where we'll stop off with Celene's redesign. Because I think that's all the erasure I need to get rid of, right? That's like all the erasure. Yeah. Well, or I might do this off screen, but well, no, we'll continue on. Save as. Whip 2. Alright, there we go. But my girl will have her own ref. She'll be soon. She'll have her own reference and everything. But yeah, I think that's a lot it for today, honestly. There might be a chance I might not stream tomorrow, even though I put on my schedule. Yeah, but I don't think I will, if anything, since I have to take care of other things and other things. But today was super fun. I enjoyed it. Thank y'all for vibing today. 4 hours is good enough at the very least. I mean, I was doing another art thing on top of that as well, so yeah, if I were to do the thing. You need to sleep because it is literally your time to sleep. Seriously. Madre, you need to rest up, alright? Because you're going to jack up your sleep schedule and not in the good way. And, like, everything, so. Ugh. Oh my gosh. But, thank you guys for joining today's lovely stream. Thank you, Madre, and Frenchie, and Boa for joining, as well as Coffee and Auntie as well for joining, and Fear as well for also joining. And everyone who was an evil, and anyone who was just relaxing and lurking and vibing within the chat and everything, and who was just not really present talking. Your presence is enough. I know you're probably here and you just don't want to speak. No worries. I don't mind lurkers because we treat lurkers with respect. But thank you guys for joining today's almost 4-hour art stream. If you want to follow for updates for the future of streams, you can follow me all over here on my socials. Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok will happen. We'll be there. I'll be there, as well as YouTube VODs and things. If you want any art commissions from me, because I do have art comms at the moment right now, you can check those out. You can click the link, or oops, I accidentally hit something else. Art comms. You can click on that and you can see me, I guess, there, I don't know. And thank you guys for just like talking and vibing and just chatting with me, if everything else. But let's go to the bye-bye screen. Bye-bye. And don't worry, I'm gonna get all the February VODs up. I'm in the middle of doing all the thumbnails. It's just taking like a hot while. Alright, now I gotta go and eat some food and eat that leftover spaghetti and or eat like another, like, get pizza. I don't know. And when I'm... Oh, hi, Enkai! Damn it! Oh man, hi Enkai! And a surprisingly special Enkai! I wish you... Don't worry. No worries. Enjoy the food. Yeah, don't worry. I'll be here the next time we'll stream. The next time we'll stream will either maybe be tomorrow, possibly, because I don't think I have. If it's a latter day, but I can do We'll have another art stream on Thursday day. But everyone take care, rest well, eat well. I don't know who to raid into because I'm hungry and tired. But yeah, thanks for tuning into the stream. It's time for me to tune out. Broadcast ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright everyone, take care.